Hello and welcome to the 90-Minute Fever Twitch stream. I'm Steve, manager of Strictly Butterside Up in the Twilight FA. I'm joined as ever by Con, manager of Athens Owls, and by Nick, who is the lead developer of 90-Minute Fever. In today's Twitch stream, we will once again be taking in the 90-Minute Fever World Cup. For those who join us for the first time and who are perhaps unaware, the qualifying stages for the World Cup are all done and dusted by now. And this is finals night. So by the end of the night, we will have crowned a new champion. Oh, well, who knows if it'll be a new champion, we'll see. So let's kick things off by joining a few matches in a minute. But just say hello to Con, my co-commentator. How you doing, Con?
Hi, hello, Steve. Yeah, everything's fine. Looking forward to tonight. And let's see if we finally see someone doing the back-to-back wins, you know.
Yeah.
So far, no nation has won it twice. So let's see.
Let's see. And someone has won it twice, though, haven't they? Let me just check that. We've now got that. We've now got that, haven't we, on the list? So it was Gabriel won it for the second time last month. So there's the list of winners up in lights. I know Steph's bound to be involved and wants his title back this month, no doubt. So let's see if Gabriel can defend his title.
And from what I see, England is the only country that's made it to the final twice, but still haven't won it.
Oh, so, yeah, I think you were right. I'm going to go back to it now. Now you said that, I think you're right. Yeah, 2 runners-up for England, 5 different winners. So Gabriel won it with France last time. These widgets
are very handy.
Yeah, they are. And this is all just for fun. These leaderboards over here, if people aren't aware of them, because obviously all teams aren't created equal, but there's a bit of a friendly rivalry going on, particularly from these two guys at the top at the moment as well. And I know Radox is not a million miles off either. In fact, there's a few that aren't a million miles off. So a victory tonight, and they could be right in there. Right.
Interesting.
Okay, so. Let's kick things off, Con. Shall we by joining in with a couple of matches? I know these guys are online actually, because I noticed both these guys earlier. So Brazil versus Japan. Let's kick off by popping in there, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, we have Beda, who I believe is Brazil, and we have OMF Giant, who I'm guessing is Japan. And both these guys did. Beta's saying hello, he spotted us already. So, both these guys have been in it before. I seem to remember OMF Giant going quite well last month, I think, if I recall. You remember that, Com?
Yeah, who did he have again? If he can hear us, if he can type, help us out.
Yeah. Yeah, both guys are there, and they're aware we're here now.
Nice. Yeah, so, that's nice to see.
So, let's see how this match is going. Brazil, they're a goal up, as you'd expect, but OMF Giant has defied the odds once again and got Japan.
Ooh, okay.
Japan
Finally,
to the final.
I see one of my players in a national team. It's Resenda, the guy, the striker for Brazil, the guy with the warning. He's mine. Yeah, it's nice to see.
Is he the first one you've seen then, Con, in the matches we've joined?
So far, yeah.
Okay, so
I used to have someone for France a few seasons ago, but yeah.
You like having old players, don't you, Con? I know you're MO in this game.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. Giving the veterans a second chance.
Yeah, that's it. Right, so Brazil looking good here. They're 2 up. They're one of the powerhouses in the game, as you'd expect. So I'm sure Beda will be giving them a good go here. I think he probably won his group. OMF Giant, we'll have a look and see how well he got through earlier with Japan. He's really got his work cut out. If you're going to beat one of the big teams, you generally have to get your nose in front early. If you have to attack one of the big teams, you're up against it, I always think.
Oh, damn. He's not mine. It's just the same name. He just has the same name. Because I was saying, it's nice that they found out about this guy. He's 32 and he's still going at it. No. It's his younger brother.
Right, that's my challenge to you then, Con. Today, you've got to find one of your players somewhere, and you're not allowed to look. You're not allowed to go and look at your squad. You've got to try and find one of your players.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So let's see what's Beda doing. He's not really changed a lot. He's keeping it the same. I noticed a couple of changes from OMF Giant at half time. He's got to try and get himself back into this. it's not a completely one-sided game. This Brazil definitely on top and well worth their two goal lead, I think. But Brazil aren't out of it, you know. If they can get a goal back, then that's definitely going to wake Bader up. I don't think he's going to be comfortable if they get one back. So let's see. First sub of the game from OMF Giant as well. He's got another
I'm guessing
striker.
Brazil is going to be leading the group. So if you can even get like a good loss, if there is any good losses out there, like a 2-1 will be fine. You know, if the goal difference is not too big.
Absolutely. We'll take a look at all the groups in a little while, but let's just have a look so we know the context of this game. Group H. Brazil started well. Japan. This is Japan's first game, so it's not a big one for them. They need to be beating United States and Bosnia. I think if they can nick something against Brazil, it's all great. But this isn't the game that's going to dictate whether they can sneak through. I think, to be fair, Japan will do very well to get to the knockouts, but they've done well just to make it to the finals. Brazil got the third. So this game looks like it's done, and it's your not player Con that's got another one. So
yeah, it's his younger brother, his cousin or whatever.
His cousin. Are they the same nationality?
Same nationality, same name, but yeah.
Yeah, it got to be younger brother definitely, because there's no doubt at all, Con. You will have the older brother here. Your one's got to your one's going to be 34 or something.
And they're both strikers. That's the funny thing. They're both strikers.
Okay, I think Bader's got this one in the bag. Shall we? Right, that's our opening game. We're going to go and join another game. I think Bader's got that one down. So let's join Austria versus Switzerland quickly. See which guys are on here. Right, Austria is, I believe, Rodney Faber has got Austria. He's definitely done well in a couple of World Cups before. And Switzerland, not online at the moment, unfortunately, but that's Taxi Driver. Now, Switzerland do have one of my players, though. That's definitely his name, Rezat Meyer. He's one of my best players. So he's got plenty of caps.
Not bad. Okay.
So we'll stick with this one for a little while. See if Rodney can finish Switzerland off.
You see, the problem with not being online is that you can't substitute an injured.
Absolutely.
DM.
Yeah, Mark Fisher, because that definitely weakens you when you get an injury, particularly when you get a first half injury. It does not help. You really need to be there to be able to change it. Oh, another one of my players actually. He's just picked up a knock as well. So let's see.
No way.
Rodney Faber's online, so I'm expecting he will deal with this. So he's This is the game I'm going to have most interest in today, Con. I think got my AMC in there and my striker. Well, sometimes playing right wing, but so let's see who comes out on top. I think Felix is looking good, judging by the stats. It looks like a win for Austria here. So Felix Peringa is my other player here.
Do they play in your starting lineup?
Definitely, yeah. These two are good. Yeah,
they're good, huh?
Yeah. Oh, and Bader's got a player in this one as well. So, what do you reckon to Con? Fightinger? Yeah, we'll go.
This is all you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'll come to you with
the northern
Mediterranean
northern hemisphere.
Yeah. Right, let's see. There could be chance for Switzerland, but Rodney's not actually subbed the injured man off, so he must be very important to the team to not pull him off. But he has pulled a midfielder off, so it'll be interesting to see what he does here. Whether he
to be fair, he's having a great match, so it's. If you can hold on for a little bit while. Yeah,
I think that's probably the thing, isn't it? I'm guessing a little bit here, but he's certainly a very good player. So it's he's not someone you want to take off lightly, but he's when someone's got a knock, you.
The good thing is that they don't carry on for the next matches. So yeah,
absolutely.
There's a different strategy. Okay.
Rodney knows what he's doing. Injured man scores.
Okay,
3-1.
There we go.
Job done. Yeah. Job done. Okay.
Now you can help. Now he can sub him off. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. Right. So this one's got an early goal in it. Republic of Ireland, Russia. Let's see if we've got a couple of users online here. Right. Republic of Ireland are. Oh, they've equalised. There we go. We just caught the goal as it equalised, and the text commentary caught up. So let's have a look on who's Republic of Ireland. Rob Smith. Rob Smith is a veteran from these streams. He always gets himself to the later stages. So he's given himself a tougher task this time because Republic of Ireland are not as good as who he had last month. I can't remember who that was. Might have been Spain, possibly. I'm not sure. Yeah.
And Rich has Russia.
Rich has Russia, and Russia is Rich is online with Russia. So let's see if he can. We'll stay with this one for a little while. We'll try and bounce in between a few matches, I think, before we have a look at the qualifying tables. So we'll stick with this one till half time.
The interesting thing is that although Ireland is not online, they've set up a very attacking formation, and I mean he's got 3 attacking midfields and 2 strikers. So
yeah. So it's actually it's okay for them, isn't it? When you know if you're ahead, you don't want this lineup, but actually if you were behind, it's certainly not bad that you happen to have set it up attackingly. Rich dragged Russia to the later stages a couple of months ago and did well with them. So he's obviously decided to revisit them this month, and he's got them to the finals again, which is good. And we'll come back and see how he's getting on later. But at the moment, Rich is drawing 1-1. Okay, Switzerland got back in it there, 3-2. But let's have a look. Bosnia versus United States.
This is from Brazil's group that we saw before.
Yes, it is. So this will be Japan will be taking an interest in this one as well. So,
wow.
Right, there's a lot happening early in this game, isn't there? Look at this. Yeah. Early red card for Bosnia. Injury for the US. And Bosnia have actually gone a goal up, and it's definitely against the run of play. So I don't think the United States are necessarily doing a lot wrong here, but they look like they're getting a little bit unlucky. And the US user is online. I think that's Simon Brennan, if I remember. Yes. So Simon Brennan will be hoping to turn this one around. Let's stick with him for a little while. See if he can manage to get back into this one. There we go. Straight back in there. I thought it had to be said. The stats are suggesting that the United States are actually playing well anyway. So Bosnia uses offline. Who's the Bosnia user? Gekan. Gekan's offline.
Oh, Gekan.
Yeah, so he's if he comes online, he'd be able to deal with this and help himself. But this could actually, if United States can turn this round and win, this could be a massive win in the state of the group as they fight out for second place. Because I'm thinking Bader's online. Bader's got an experienced user. He's got a good side. I reckon he might win the group with Brazil. So let's see if Simon can be the guy to join him. It should be a good group, this one, because we've definitely got at least 3 online users, so that's really good. So Simon spotted he's live on Twitch as well. So, and look at this, Simon. Your skills are being shown off live on Twitch. Turned it round already. 2-1 to you. We'll stick with this one till half time, and then we're gonna pop elsewhere. Try and get around a few games.
Yeah, it's an interesting group given that, apart from Brazil, everyone else is about the same level. So it's going to be a big fight for the second place. Oh,
yeah.
Is that third one?
Yeah. I think it is. So it'll be interesting to see.
From the injured guy.
Yeah. And the really interesting thing is he's injured. He's got a yellow card. The referee's already proved he can send people off. I don't know about you. I am dragging that guy straight off. You're 3-1 up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it'll be interesting to see if Simon does that.
He's done his job. He's done his job. He can go out now.
Yeah. I mean, he might be his best player. I don't know, but so Simon's obviously listening to my ramblings. Simon, I'd never go anywhere near winning this competition. You really shouldn't take any notice of me. So. So we are going to just stick with this one till half time, and then we'll pop back and see how Simon's done. So okay, 3-1 to the United States at half time. It looks. Yeah, keep us going the way we're on. So good start for Simon. Hopefully there, I reckon. Hopefully Gecker will come online there. So let's see. I see Johnny Brayson saying hi Twitch. Hello Johnny. I don't know if Johnny's got anyone this month. I know he's got England next month though, so he could be featuring quite strongly. So let's see what else is going on here. Denmark versus Portugal catches the eye. 0-0 at the moment, but I'm thinking that Kev has got Denmark. I think this is Kev's first qualification for the finals, so it'll be interesting to see how he does here. So he's got quite a defensive setup with Denmark here. Playing a strong side in Portugal, though.
Delta has Portugal, very experienced user.
Darko usually gets online for these, so that's a shame if he doesn't, if he can't make it tonight. But let's see how this one goes. Right, an early booking for Mr. Delta would like to be online with this because he's got an early injury and an early booking. So it's a shame he's not there to actually, deal with these issues that are coming up. So let's see. Portugal actually been the better team so far, it seems. Sorry, Con.
It's a pan-European group. This one, it's Portugal, Russia, Denmark, and Ireland. So it's a bit of a Euro thing going on.
Yeah. So let's see. Denmark were in my qualification group, and Kev did a decent job with them. I think they were runners-up. So I'll be interested to see how he does.
How did you do? Did you make it to the finals?
I did come first time ever. I've made. I dragged Paraguay to the finals.
Nice! That's a big achievement, actually. Paraguay is not the best of nations. So.
Yeah, I tend to pick a dodgy side each month because it's really difficult for me to play the finals because we do the Twitch stream. Same for yourself. I know you do similar. I thought, but I've actually managed to drag them to the finals this month. So I've played my games, 4 of my games in advance. So I managed to get hold of the Germany manager and the Hungary manager. So I've actually got a couple of games to play. So I'll be
Germany and Hungary, yeah. Okay.
The other, Germany, Hungary, and Spain. It was
okay.
There's not many points for me there, really, is it? So it wasn't much of a reward for dragging Paraguay there, but good fun because I've managed to play a couple of them live already. So that was good, and I managed to drag a couple of points out of them as well. So. So we'll see how we get on with those later. So we're going to take this one to half time. It's a bit of Kev appears to have turned this round a little bit. Portugal started extremely well. Referee looks quite busy today. He's got a couple of cards already, Portugal. So
it's quite balanced, and when it comes to these balances, the little details will play a role.
Absolutely.
There we go.
1-0. 1-0 to. Kev will be very pleased with that. If they can get a nickel win of Portugal early on, that really sets them up in the group.
I think the little injury that Portugal has, combined with the yellow cards, might play a role in the end. So I think Denmark is the favourite here if they play their cards right.
Yep. And Kev's actually made an early tactical switch here. I didn't notice if it was a yellow card. I'm guessing it was. So this is what you can do when you're online and you see that the referee is fairly card happy. When you got a card happy ref, I'm definitely one of those. When I see, unless it's my best player or something, if I've got a suitable sub, I'll often drag a player on. I'm not afraid to make a first off sub like Kev. Kev obviously is the same, and so he's done that, particularly after. And particularly, he's got himself a goal up. We're not going to join the rest of this though because I want to try and get a few games. Yeah. So very quickly, we'll have a look at a couple more, and then we'll have a look at the qualification groups. So we'll have a quick look at Wales versus Croatia. Yep, we got an online user here, Croatia. And who's in charge of Croatia this month? Oh, it's Gabriel. Gabriel.
Okay, wow.
Of course he is. Yes, he was in my group as well, actually. So I knew. I think he might have been runners-up actually in Denmark, 3rd or 2nd and 3rd. They were both definitely 2nd and 3rd anyway. So
for those who don't know, Gabriel is the reigning champion, right? He got it with France, right?
He did.
And he's won it before, so he's won it twice so far. So yeah.
But I think we'll have to take our caps off to Gabriel if he wins it with Croatia, because that is a tough challenge. Now, Croatia are definitely not the worst team in 9 Minute Fever, but they're not one of the real powerhouses. So if he can somehow sneak them into the later stages, he'll have done well, I think. Still, someone did that with Northern Ireland last month, so you never know.
True.
It's not going particularly well for Gabriel in this one, though. So the Wales manager, who unfortunately is not online at the moment, is Adam Bell. But he's not here, so maybe he'll join later. We shall see. Yeah, Gabriel's saying he's finding it really tough with these guys. But he's definitely one of the world's more experienced managers. So if anyone's got a chance to turn this round, it might be him. We shall just take this to half-time as well. And then we'll leave Gabriel to his suffering. Right, he's changed his formation. It's
not over yet.
It's not particularly... Oh, sorry, Con, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No. And the other guy has an injury. But, that's a third goal.
That could be a killer, that third one, though, couldn't it? So... We'll find out later if Gabriel has managed to somehow salvage something from that game. I think he's asking a lot there. I know we've already seen him, but because I know there's 2 online users, I'm going to very quickly go and have a look at this. Japan versus United States. Not anymore apparently, but he was definitely here earlier. But we'll have a quick look. Simon Brennan's got his nose in front here as well. Looks like an even game though. So again, we'll take this one up to half time, and then we'll have a quick look at qualifying. I think, Con, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, Japan really needs to get something out of this, and
they do. I think they do, because the United States got a massive win. I'm assuming they held on to that. We'll have a quick look just to double check that. So I think that's quite neat.
It was a draw, I think. But in any case, it's still very early. They still have a second round to play. So
absolutely.
Now, okay. I always forget that we have a second round in 90MF. So
that's right. Okay, we're going to go down these groups. I'm going to start with my group just because it's up the top, because you always put your own group at the top, and it'll only confuse me and I'll forget it. So yes, Group E. This is the qualification stages for anyone new to the stream. All 64, I say all 64, there's a few that don't qualify. 64 nations that are picked by users are into the qualification stages, and they get drawn in 8 groups of 8, and the top 4 in each group qualify for the World Cup finals, which is tonight, as we're seeing. So let's take you through what's happened. England won the group. No real surprise there, but... Fido had a few problems taking England to the final, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on tonight. Good effort with Kev with Denmark. He's actually only a couple of points behind them, so that's a good effort with them. Okay. And he's already started. Looked like he was starting well. He was a goal up. Croatia qualified fairly comfortably in third as well.
Gabriel.
He was never really looking like he wasn't going to qualify, and that's Gabriel we've just seen. And as I said, I somehow managed to drag Paraguay there. I don't know if this is a new low record for amount of goals scored, because I was trying to 1-0. I was trying to 1-0 my way to the finals. If I get to do one of my other games later, that'll be exactly what I'm intending to do as well. So score 10 against 11.
Well done. In any case, yeah.
Yeah, I am quite pleased with myself. I'm quite sitting here quite smugly. I'm not going to lie to everyone. So I was quite pleased with that. 5 wins, and they were all 1-0. Lovely. Right. Okay. And actually, it was quite tight before that. Certainly, Turkey, Belgium both had chances. They lost their last few games. It looks comfortable. It wasn't. I happened to win. I think I won my last 3 to end up at 21 points. It was looking like I was going to be a bit further back with that. So unlucky to the guys who just missed out. Right, Group A, Slovenia. That's an impressive effort. I've not really had a good look at the Slovenia national team, but Akis has done a cracking job.
I remember they always do quite well.
Yeah, that's a cracking job though. I think Slovenia looking very, very good. It's not an easy group he's got there. You look at some of the other teams in it. I mean, Bosnia we've just seen, and they've got through. Geka's got them through, and really tight group this one actually. It's a good one. And Spain, as you might expect, Spain to be there, but they've been dragged through by the mystery man. And Sweden are the other qualifiers. And as
I think the favourites were these teams. I mean, it's not the strongest of groups we've seen so far. So.
Yeah, I don't think there's any major surprises that those guys got through. I think Perry Schwab got Sweden through, by the way. So I think it looks like they made it. But Latvia gave them a very good run for their money. I think that might have been Lax again. Yeah, Lax usually usually overachieves with his teams, and Lithuania as well. Who both of these teams have done pretty well to be in touch with the others, and that was Finchy. Okay, Group B. Italy completely dominated that, but they did lose a couple on the way, but completely dominated that one, and that was Radox. So we expect to see him doing well tonight, I'm sure. Poland come through second, and Poland is Rico, and that is another experienced user. So could see some. I think he's had Poland before actually, so it'll be interesting to see how he does with them tonight.
Rico is good. He's experienced manager.
Yes, my arch rival in my FA, and he's won the title again. Okay. Yeah, but we're not going to talk about that. Simon Brennan got United States through in third, so well done to him. We've already seen him going well in the group stages as well, so he could be around for a while tonight. And Rich, who always seems to do well with Russia, and has got them through. Again, like the previous group, I think the 4 qualifiers you'd probably expect. Bolivia done the best of the rest. Decent effort, 15 points with them. And that was Bungle, who got 15 points with them. Okay. Group C. We're going to do this one first, then we'll break it up a little bit and just have a look at a few more games before going through the rest.
Okay.
Terrific qualifying campaign from Republic of Ireland, which is M. Hughesy, I think. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just double check that.
No,
it wasn't. Apologies. It was Rob Smith with Republic of Ireland, and that is a hell of an effort, hell of a qualifying campaign with them. Yeah, 37 points. You expect that from the powerhouses like your Italy, like Radox has done there, and Germany's and New England's maybe, but you don't expect that Republic of Ireland. So very impressive. Not the easiest group either, with France in there, the reigning champions, but they're through in second, and that is Sterlo with them. So comfortable qualification for them. South Korea once again looking very good, and that is Rico's second account there. So it'll be interesting to see if he can take them any further. And Wales have come through in fourth, and we've already seen them tonight briefly, but I think he was offline, which is Adam Bell. Good effort from Chile. They haven't missed out by much, and that was Yardacel Savon, I think. Pronounced.
Okay. I see there's Scotland, there's Wales, there's Ireland, there's France. They're all neighbours over there. Only England was missing from that lot.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pretty tough group, this one actually. Kosovo and Venezuela a bit unlucky to get such a nasty draw. Let's see what's been going on, shall we? Right, what's happening? Let's have a look at. Let's pop back and see Republic of Ireland and Denmark, because I think we might have. I was going to say 2 online users, but we've definitely got 1. Right, this one's 0-0. So, Kev, if you're watching, how did you get on in your last one? Did you hold on? He was a goal up just before half time when we left him, wasn't he?
That's true. Let me check his group D. Group D. Let me refresh.
Yeah, not sure if Kev's watching or if he's just playing at the moment. But if he is watching, then feel free to type in chat and tell us.
He drew.
So they managed to draw. So this is probably a pretty important game for him. So he doesn't want to be losing this one, I'm guessing. He's set up again, not as defensively as he did in his last game, I notice. So this is quite a tricky group, this one. Portugal, Republic of Ireland, Denmark, but actually really competitive, really sort of even group, isn't it? Don't know who the 4th team is. We'll have a look at that.
It's Russia, Portugal.
Very even then in that case. This makes for a very
he drew with group. Portugal 1-1, which is, I guess, the strongest of these lot. I don't know. Denmark, I'd say, is pretty strong as well. Let's see. It's going to be interesting. It's actually the most interesting group in terms of dynamics. I mean, they're very balanced.
Yeah, and we saw what Republic of Ireland did in qualifying, so they must have a bit about them, you'd think. So we'll take this one to the end. We're right near the end here. So Kev's made his subs. He got an injury early on. I don't know if that was one of his big players. So he had to... second booking from Hugo O'Dowd. So... bit late for Kev to take full advantage, so I'm guessing we'll soon find out. Oh, hang on, late chance. Oh, 1-0. That is a big goal. That sending off did prove vital. So
Okay, and you know what? I just found a player of mine. That Clausen, that guy, that injured Danish guy, that was subbed out. He's mine. And I'm sure this time.
Good work, Con. We found one. You challenge. Kev was there, and he's saying he left that one late. So well done, Kev. That is a big goal for you.
Yeah,
so,
well done, Kev.
Especially if you, I don't know if you're watching this, but the Republic of Ireland had a hell of a qualifying campaign. So that is a massive win. Right, okay, let's have a look. So we do have, we're going to have a very, well, let's see. Gabriel was losing last time. Let's see how he's doing this time. Sorry, Con. I'll let you choose next time, I promise. Right, we got Croatia against, so we know Gabriel's online. Now, Australia are one of those teams that always seem to overachieve in 90 Minute Fever. So, Gentle Maniac, who I think did quite well last month, has got them. So let's see.
He's experienced. But he's offline. So.
Yeah, that's a shame. There's a few offline users here, but we've definitely got a few online. And this one is going much better for Gabriel, so he'll be pretty pleased with this if he can hold on to this. Set up fairly defensively, clearly. He's got himself a 2-goal lead. You don't want to go too extravagant. But Australia are quite dangerous opposition. They seem to do quite well in the 90 Minute Fever World Cup.
They have pretty similar formations, to be honest.
Yeah.
This
is one where if Gentle Maniac was online, he'd be able to change this up and just probably go 2 up front, I'd guess would be the obvious first move, and maybe just generally attack more. But
there we go. Okay.
They've got one back. We're going to leave this for the moment, though. It's 2-1 at half times. Be interesting to see if Gabriel can hold on to that one. Where would you like to go? Come on.
I'd say let's check the other island, Northern Ireland with Uruguay.
Okay, see what's going on here. Okay, we do have an online user, and Northern Ireland, who did, unbelievably well last month. M. Hughesy has got the reins of Northern Ireland this month, so let's see if he can take them to the knockout stages as well. Do very well to take them all the way to the final.
And they did amazing in the qualifying round as well. So.
They did, yes. Yeah. So we'll see that in a minute when we go through the second half. So
Uruguay always makes it to the finals, but they never really do well in the group stage. Let's see if...
Yeah, I think you're right, actually, Con. Yeah, Uruguay have been knocked out of the group stages. Definitely the last 2 or 3 times we've done this stream. 1-0, Korea. No chance for... Sorry, Korea's the keeper. I really should pay more attention, shouldn't I? I do quite like this name, Leonard. It's a good name. So, but he's a good striker for Northern Ireland. Click on him quickly because he's a good player. So he's your target man, isn't he? Look, jumping 20, heading 20, pace is okay.
He's strong. Yeah.
Just a good player. He's the bully up front. He allows the wingers. to come in and cause a bit of a menace. So that's why Northern Ireland are so strong at the moment. They've got a real attacking sort of presence. So they're definitely an interesting side to manage, I should think. So we'll take this one to half time as well. See if
you know how we say in real life. Like how some countries used to be really great in the past, like the Hungary was great in the 50s or whatever, It's going to be like this here as well, 90MF. In like 2 years' time, I'm going to be saying, remember Northern Ireland used to be great.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the first team we can say that with is Sweden, who were brilliant in the first couple of World Cup finals, weren't they? But they've not, I think Nick was alluding to it last time, he was saying that they're some of their players are a little bit past their best, and it's showing.
No.
So good job, M. Hughesy there. Right, now, I hope you guys won't mind. I'm going to play a little bit of my Paraguay-Spain match.
You've got your own match, huh?
So you can come along for the ride here, lads. Hopefully I won't bore you too much. You'll see some of my questionable tactics to try and nil-nil my way through this tournament. So I've already got my team set up. So you see, nice and defensive. This guy keeps missing penalties. He's missed 2 penalties for me in the qualifying campaign, so he's not on penalties anymore. So I've moved him.
Okay.
All right.
What do you look for on penalties? Composure and...
Yeah,
or just
for me, you know what? This guy is the guy I got on penalties. I'm pretty happy with his thing. He's got composure 18.
Oh, wow, he's very good.
I think technique probably for penalties. I don't know. Finishing 18, but he keeps missing, so I'm just taking him off penalties. I'm a hard man. It's not going to happen. You don't miss more than 2 penalties before I lose my patience. So yeah. So for Paraguay, this is what I've done with Paraguay. I've had a look at where I think their strengths and weaknesses are, and they've got that O'Neill guy. He's by a million miles the best attacking player, as you can tell by the reputation. Keeper's passable. He's not bad, but other than that, there's not a huge amount.
The keeper is 21. Oh, he's young, huh?
Yeah, he's young, but he's good. He's just I'd like one in his late 20s, but he's quite tidy. But there are some centre halves, so I've decided to stick 3 of them in there. This guy's also a centre half who I tend to bring inside later on as well. So, but he can play right back.
Good luck. Let's see.
Let's see how we go on, because we're playing Spain. We don't expect a lot. So what I'll be doing is attempting to 1-0 my way through this game. That is the plan.
Spain like Greece did in 2004.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. So the mystery man, who is the Spain manager, is not online. So I'm going to have a look at this. So early thing I'm looking at here is Spain are backing off. Now, if teams backing off, I don't like to play too direct. So I'm actually going to play a little bit shorter. But I'm still going to play 5 at the back because they're just going to be better than me. So I've got a knock already. He's not one of my better players, so I'm actually going to take him straight off. And what I'm going to do is this guy plays right back, so I'm going to put him there. And Bonnet is Bonnet. He's quite a decent player. Didn't really want to make a sub this early, and I've got 2 bookings as well. Might have to move from aggressive, but I just have the feeling I have to be aggressive with Paraguay to stand a chance of defending the likes of Spain. So that's my thinking here. But I think.
I'd risk it as well, and it's Spain. I mean, you're probably going to lose from Spain. Sorry.
Well, I probably am, but you never.
So you
know.
might as well risk it.
Yeah. And the fact that they're not online, and that does help me because I can do it. And Paraguay they're no complete mugs, like I say.
Oh.
So
well done. Is that you?
Yeah. I've got my nose in front here, so I'm going to go even more defensive here. And I'll leave it as is. I don't want to. Oh no! Who's this?
Well, imagine, Steve, if we're witnessing the miracle. If you're going to actually win it tonight, the whole thing.
Might have to remove the aggressive. I can't sub all 3 of them. I'm going to have to stop being aggressive. I can't. I really don't want to do this against Spain. I'm going to, just for the moment, I'm going to put it down to into the middle. So I've got 3 players on bookings, and I can't sub them all off. I'm going to sub one of them off. But I'm going to try and hope he'll hold off till half time.
Is it too early to go all this defensive and play? I don't know.
I never go all out defence. I mean, don't get me wrong. Feel free to take notice or no notice of my tactical advice, lads. But I never go full out defensive. I don't really like it. It almost feels like you're inviting pressure. But I do like this notch when you're trying to hold on to a lead. I do think playing there is quite a good way to do. And occasionally I'll even I've pulled this guy into here before and done that.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to go full out on that yet. But I'm gonna sub one of them off. I think. I think this guy might come off. I really didn't want to make my subs this early, but it's difficult not to. And the problem I find is Spain are backing off, so I'm going to be up against it second half. I don't think there's a lot I can do about it. I've already playing slow tempo to try and help with that. And I'm going to make my 3 subs. That goes without saying to try and help. But I'm going to be at a condition disadvantage. So I've got to do everything I can to try and slow the game down and stop them doing much with it. But that's the problem with backing off. So although I can play, maybe play short passing against backing off, I do. It does mean that the second half. It's going to be a bit of a struggle. I'll put one of your players back, Bury, on. He didn't have any caps. I've played it. I've brought him off the bench quite a lot. Actually, he's quite a useful player. So I'm just deciding at the moment what I'm going to do with my third sub. Oh yes, get in there.
Okay. Well,
right.
now
for me now, this is
let's see what you're going to do.
Yeah. Well, for me now, this is just making sure I don't go down to 10 men. So I'm going to stick him in there. Oops. I'm going to stick him in there. We're going proper defensive here. I don't want to go down to 10 men. I am not going to increase the aggression, although I am tempted to, because now I've only got one bookings. I was tempted to put it up.
Yeah, maybe you can risk it. I mean, there's 20 minutes left. 20 minutes. I don't know. You only have one guy with a yellow. I don't know. Maybe.
I think
pressing.
You think
if you press, you're probably gonna die, with a condition.
Yeah, I am definitely. Hey, Roy is loving this because he's Hungary. He's Hungary manager, and so if I can beat Spain, that puts him in a stronger position in the group. Because the likeliness is I'm probably not going through here, because he's already beaten me. So I've got some fans. Yes, my one moment of glory, maybe if we can hold on. So that's what I do, lads, with these dodgy teams. Get 5 at the back if you've got the centre halves to do it. Because I have to admit, Paraguay do have some centre halves, so it works quite well with them. And obviously, as you can see by the stats, I am riding my luck, but I'm giving myself a chance by I think making decent decisions. So yes, get in there. I'm happy with that, Con. I wasn't expecting to pick up any points against Spain, so I'm really pleased with that one.
This is Spain's first match, and yeah, they haven't started well.
Yes,
but it's very, very tough. It's very tough. I mean, well done. I mean, you've got 2 points. With this one, you've got 5. I mean, if it stays like this.
Yeah.
It stayed, huh? Did it finish? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
It's 2-0. I'm delighted.
I was looking at your group. I was looking at your group. So yeah. Oh, are we going to watch this?
Yeah, well, I was going to, but I've just spotted an Argentina 3, Sweden 2, but I think that's finished, unfortunately. Just click it one more time, just in case.
So I'm guessing you want Hungary to lose.
Oh, no, is there?
Because that's the...
It depends who goes on. Unfortunately, lads, I think my other game against Spain has come on straight away. I was expecting that to be a bit later. So I will go and play that in a moment. I'll leave it for a sec, though. Let's just quickly join this one. France 4, South Korea 1. Are these guys online? Difficult to tell because I think the game is just finishing.
It went to France.
So well done, France. 4-2 in the end. And very quickly, Wales 2, Italy 6. My goodness.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Italy going to be the first nation to win it twice. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe. I'm surprised Radox isn't here, having managing Italy as well. So okay, it looks like Kev's got his nose in front in another game as well. Bulgaria 1, England 1. I'm going to quickly see if either of those guys are there before I go to my match.
We've seen a lot of early injuries this World Cup.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? I'm just going to click that so that it doesn't start. So I'll do that in a moment. Right, where are we? So let's see if we can find a live manager online. Now, Slovenia qualified incredibly well, didn't they?
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So I don't know if they're online at the moment.
Oh, 1-1. Another injury.
Yeah, and we just caught a Mexico equaliser there. So neither of those guys are online by the looks of things, so we're going to ignore that one for now.
And I'd say let's check Netherlands because we haven't seen them yet.
Yes, okay. Yes, let's do that.
And then we can go see your match.
Okay, Romania is online. So we have RBIT, which I think I'm going to say that's Rob. So, yeah, I think that's Rob. So we'll say rather an RBRT every time.
Is Poland that fierce? Wow.
Yeah, Rico knows how to set up a team for goals, but evidently so does Rob, because 7-4 is a bit of a crazy game, this one. So
it was a bit unlucky with his goalie, I guess. He got a 4 rating.
Yeah, I don't think either goalkeeper has covered themselves in glory here by the look of things. But just so many chances in this game. I'm guessing that because Rob went behind early, he's just gone he's gone attacking, and that's what's happened in the second half. Look at that crazy second half. So unlucky, nice Rob. See if you can bounce back in the next one. Yeah, and Netherlands you suggested, didn't you? So let's have a quick look at those, shall we? Right, Netherlands manager is online. That's good. And that is Steph. Right. Let's see how Steph's going to do this month. He's got an injured goalkeeper there. He's keeping faith with him though. So I'll have to go and join my game in a moment, but we'll just see how Steph gets on for a moment here. It looks like he's got this one ahead. The Serbia manager is...
Steph.
Who's the Serbian manager, Con? Bansel.
Yeah. Just to remind everyone, Steph won it 2 seasons ago. Yeah.
So I think...
With who? With
Germany, I think, yes. So it'd be interesting to see if he can bounce back. Another strong side here. So he knows how to manage the big sides. He did with Germany. So let's see if he can do it with Netherlands. Steph, we're going to leave you for the moment though, because there's a really big game about to start that everyone needs to see. All right, okay. We're going to kick off with the same team.
If you can beat Spain again and make it 2 out of 2, Spain starts with a huge handicap. 2 matches with 0 points, and you might actually have a chance. Yeah. Then you need to.
I think it's unlikely. Let's have a quick look and just see what the other results have been in the group. So I've got my. Sorry, it's at the top, isn't it? What an idiot. No. So I've played 5 games. I'm not going through really. I've got the same. I lost 1, drew 1 against these 2. So if I win this game, I've got a small chance, but I don't think it's very likely. But I just like to try and get some points on the board.
I'm guessing Spain will rob some points from the others.
Well, I'm thinking that I'm more looking at this as a public service for the online managers who managing Germany and Hungary. Or certainly Roy's online, I noticed. So we'll join him in a little while. So if I can take points off Spain for them, I don't think I'll be qualifying myself, but I'll be seeing if I can nick another point off them here. Didn't realise he was on pens. Ooh, that'd be worse than O'Neill. Right. So yeah, set him up nice and defensively again. He's booked again. For goodness sakes, Racco. So what I tend to try and do, particularly if I don't get my nose in front, which is unlikely, which I did last time. If I can, I'll just try and I set up the team so it's going to be in the game later on. Particularly if you're playing an offline manager. If you can just stay in a game, you can maybe try and make your subs help you, as it were. But I'm going to do what I did last time, because I can see he's backing off, and I should have noticed this earlier. I think I'm going to go a little bit shorter. And we're certainly at a respectable opening half hour here. So I'm not disappointed with this. The only thing I've got to remember is who I can play at left back if I need to. Oh, I've got away with that one, Con. There's a disallowed goal. That's what
I was looking at the other match, Germany versus Hungary, and it's 2-1 to Germany. It looks like it's going to stay that way.
Okay.
Hungary is very unlucky. They had 3 injuries, green ones.
Oh. So
Germany also has an injury. Yeah. A bit of drama over there.
Yeah, so
if they draw, it's going to be good news for you, I guess. If they draw, but even if Hungary loses, again, I guess good for you. It's between you and Hungary then. Yeah,
and this is good for me as well. Look at this. I've got my nose in front again. I'm loving this Paraguay team.
Well done. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe Paraguay is
the World Cup winners. World Cup winners. No, there's no problem. I don't know why I'm talking about just nicking points of people. Clearly we're too good for that. Okay, so I've got my nose in front. I'm going to go defensive now. See if we can't. I always already set the team up to try and restrict the opposition's chances, and it works fairly well. The only problem is when the opposition go a goal up and my team has to attack. They really don't like doing that.
Yeah.
So basically, for anything to work for me, I generally have to get the first goal. So sorry guys, having to sit through my games here, but. Like I say, I managed to play most of them early. So hopefully we've got to do it.
For all those who are not managing a team, it feels like they're managing Paraguay with you now. So.
I'm not sure about that. Right, I've moved just to say what I've been doing. I've moved this young man Bonnet across. He plays right back, centre half, and left back. So. He's gone to left back for me now.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
I thought that was you.
No, not this time. It's quite not the easiest colours, Paraguay, actually, to see. I think someone said that to me yesterday. I have to agree with them. So I've got to somehow find a goal here, and I think now's about the time, because I'm probably out if I don't. So I'm probably out anyway, but I'm pretty happy with how we're doing. But this is what I mentioned in the last game. Unfortunately, they've just got that condition advantage on me. I have to use these subs well now. So I'm going to bring this guy on again, because he done a good job for me in the last game. But rather than change the defender this time, I'm going to I need a goal. What's the point in sitting back? So I'm going to change. What I'm going to do is just take one of. I'm going to take this guy off, and is it this one? Yeah, this guy. And I'm going to go a crazy attacking formation for Paraguay. Now they don't really like doing it, if I'm honest. So, so I'm going to move up to, because we need a goal. I'm going to go into the middle. I also don't want to lose my point against a good side though either. I'm just going to press it a little bit as well. I'm pretty pleased with how we're going. I've got a feeling I'm probably going to be punished for daring to attack. That's the only problem. But we've got to try.
If you play long ball, but you don't have a target man, huh? I think you do have a target man.
O'Neill's decent enough, but I don't like playing long ball against a team that's backing off. What's the point?
Because you lose the possession. If a team gets the ball, yeah.
Well, I just figure if you're backing off, then they're not putting much pressure on. So why would I want to punt the ball long?
True. They're backing off, right? Yeah.
It's just the way that's the way I see it. I don't know if it's.
And they're playing deep as well, so it's not like they're on your turf. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's the way I see it. So yeah. So we've got 10 minutes left, and even though my condition is going to be less than his, I'm definitely going to press for the last few minutes. That. Unfortunately, this was all. Oh, hang on. I thought the ref was going to do me a favour and disallow that goal there. Okay, so we may as well have a go now. Got last 5 minutes. We'll go attacking. We'll press. Don't really want to be slow either. I don't think. Now I'm losing. So I'm going to put it in the middle. We're going to have a go, and I'm going to. I might even, just for injury time, I might even try going super short and just seeing if it helps. Oops. Don't think it will. Oh, hang on. Nearly. Still, if you'd offer me 3 points from 2 games against Spain, I'd have taken them. So even if we can't nick something here, I'll take it.
It's a shame. It looked like maybe you'll do 2 out of 2 in the beginning.
That would have been good. But
no, it's as you said. It's the condition. It's the condition, and it shows in the second half.
Yeah. So that's the advantage. There's advantages and disadvantages to doing a lot of things in this game, and when you back off, you're going to come on strong in the second half quite often, I think. Still, right, that's me out of the way, guys. So don't worry, you won't have to put up with any more of that. Let's see. Okay, so let's catch up on one of the other games quickly. Who do you suggest, Calm? Let's have a look. Oh, Russia beating Portugal. That's a pretty good effort. Let's see. This must be Rich, I'm guessing. Both users online. That's great news. So Darko's on now, but he wasn't on earlier, so he's got the chance to affect some games now. Now Rich has got his nose in front here though. 2 very early goals. So let's see. So Rich, Darko, you are live on Twitch. So start showing off your skills.
Yeah, looks balanced on paper. Maybe they have more shots, Russia, but
yeah, a couple on target. Sorry, they've got the same on target, but definitely Rich's team is on top as far as shots in general. Oh, well, the guys are obviously tacticking, so we're going to leave that for a moment and we'll come back.
Yeah, let's check something else. Yeah.
Where would you like to go? Shall we have a look at... let's have a very quick check on Gabriel again, shall we? See how he's doing this time?
Let's check Gabriel, then France, Argentina.
Okay, we'll do exactly that. So, Croatia. Yep, they've got their third goal. We just caught them at the right time. They're just putting through his third goal there. And straight away, Gabriel said, right, job done. And it's gone defensive, so no real surprise there. So I'm expecting that he's going to close this one out. Wales are definitely no mugs in this game, though. They are more than playable. So Gabriel is...
if Gabriel does
chances.
well with Croatia, if he makes it to the final rounds, semi-finals, whatever, it will prove that if you're a tactical genius, if you're a good manager, you can take any team. You can take Croatia to the final. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Okay,
let's leave. We just checked in on Gabriel there. See how they're doing. Where do you want 2-2? France.
Oh, it was 1-1 before. Now it's 2-2. Seems like a nice match.
Does unfortunately
it's early on.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he uses online unless that's just not updated yet. Unfortunately, so that would be Sterlo and
look at their formations, though. Wow, so similar.
And Sid Barrett, that's got Argentina. Yeah, so cracking game, but we're not going to watch any games where he uses online. Yeah. So maybe they'll be coming on later. So I think Sterlo has been on before, so maybe he'll be popping up later on. 3-3.
Switzerland, Bulgaria. We haven't seen Bulgaria yet.
Okay, let's have a look at them. Razi has Bulgaria. Switzerland we have seen before. And that was Taxi Driver, I think.
I'm curious to see how Razi plays because I always see him on public chat. He's always, visible, but I've never seen him actually play.
Yeah. He played. Unfortunately, he was online last month, but he's not there at the moment. So we'll ignore this game for now. I don't know if Rico was online earlier, so I'm guessing this might be offline guys as well. But I thought I'd just quickly check in just in case. Sweden manager was Perry Schwab.
South Korea is online. Oh, or not? They have a sub in. Oh, that was okay. That was auto sub. Yeah.
Yes. Those guys are not online at the moment, unfortunately. But I know Roy's online, so let's go and see how he's getting on against Spain. So Roy, I've nicked some points off Spain for you. Only one lot. So let's see if you can make the most of that. And he's got his nose in front, so he is making the most of it. So this is quite a big game because did they lose to Germany in the end? Let's have a quick look. How the group is going. So they drew by the looks. No, they didn't. No, Germany did win that last one. So this is actually a really big game for Roy. So Roy needs to win this just to keep Spain.
Yeah, if they can win this one.
Yeah, if he wins this one, he's in really good shape to qualify. Put Spain right up against it. My pleasure, Roy. My pleasure. So I think earlier in the group I managed to nick 1 point off Roy, but I think he thrashed me about 3-0 in the other one. So that put him in good position, and pretty much the same with Germany. Actually, I was really pleased to nick a point off Germany, which.
Okay.
Was Jack Burton, but yeah, they thrashed me in the other game as well. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with my points haul. Be interesting to see if Roy can hold on to this.
I normally play better away attacking. Okay.
So he's saying that his team picks up points away. I think he's saying so. It'll be interesting to see if he does. But this is pretty big. If he can hold on to a 1-0 win over Spain here, then you've got to think Spain and Germany are the favourites to qualify from this group. So if Roy can nick this win, then actually Hungary are the new favourites to qualify with Germany, because you've got to think that Germany are going through.
Seems like he's very confident with his lone striker, and he should be. He's got a 10 rating. He scored the goal. Let's check him out. Shall we?
Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. Oh, I think we just moved at exactly the wrong time there. Exactly this guy we're looking at has a penalty. He was just taking it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'd already clicked on it just before. But yeah, he looks really, really tidy, so I'm not surprised Roy's playing this guy. And did he put the penalty? Oh, yes, he did. 2-0.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely the man of the match. Oh, he removed him. He subbed him off.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, yeah, it was job's done. So Roy's decided it's time to make a couple of changes. We'll stick with this one to the end. Why not? Just to see if Roy manages to hold on, because this is a good win.
It'd be nice if you finished third.
I'll definitely take that. I'm pretty happy with the points. They all add up for the old points table as well. So. And we'll have a quick look at how you did with your attempt this month as well, Con. Because I think you didn't do a worse job ever, did you?
I took Egypt.
That's exactly what we're going to look at.
They might be able to make it, but they lost in the qualifying.
Yeah, funnily enough, I had to go with Egypt a few months ago, and I couldn't get them through either.
So Egypt is good if someone takes them and has enough time. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of time, but if you have enough time, Egypt is pretty good. They have a few players.
Okay, right. So we're just going to watch the end of this one. It's 2-0. Well done, Roy. Big win. Now we're just going to go through the rest of the qualification bit because we didn't finish that. So we did ABC and my group. Right, Group D, Germany dominated proceedings as you would expect. Yeah, nicely done and pretty good record. Incredible effort from Australia. So we right up with them. Gentle Maniac. So very well done to them. Third place, again, good qualifying campaign from Mexico as well. And that was Alex Boss. So I don't think we've spotted them yet. I'm not sure if he's online. So we'll have a look and we'll try and catch a Mexico game at some point. And I have to admit, a really good effort from Romania to qualify as well. I think that might be the second time they've qualified in a row. So Rob will be pretty pleased to have dragged them there. And I think special mention for someone who's missed out, China here, who
had China? Let's see. Gekahara. Okay.
Oh, Gekahara. Only missed out in goal difference, so very nearly got China to the finals. That would have been a hell of a feat.
I was pretty happy when I first saw this group because I said, okay, maybe I can get China, and maybe if I'm lucky with Romania or Australia. I think with Australia is you think you have them, but they do pretty well. They
got enough
like you said.
Haven't they?
Yeah. So, but I'm happy. I did pretty well. So if one or two matches were played online, maybe I could have gotten a draw here or there. But well done to my opponents. They did very well, and fair and square. It was a nice group in the end.
Yeah, good. And as pretty tough for the sides down here actually. Andy's done a decent enough effort with Canada. It's just tough to get.
Canada did well. Canada did well. Yeah.
And poor old Jamaica got a good whip in there, unfortunately for them. Group F, Netherlands dominated this one. Again, I think you'd expect him to do well, especially with Steph in charge. So he's taken them to the top of the group there. Rodney Farber dragged Austria. Quite a competitive group, this one, actually. I'd say there's six very reasonable sides in this group. So he's done well to take Austria in second. Switzerland, Taxi Driver, take them to third. And as you said, Uruguay always seem to qualify. Always seem to go there, although they don't seem to get out of that group stage. It'd be interesting to see if someone can drag them out there at some point. And that was Mr. Muscle who got Uruguay there. Czech Republic missed out, and that's Bob Hump, who was one of the stars of the show last month, I think. Bob, wasn't he? Seem to remember he was online in a few games and did pretty well. And Sevic missed out with Greece, so I'd be disappointed to miss out with them. But again, I think they're another team who've just got a few players that are past their prime now. They're just they're not as good as they once were. So I think it's
a bit like Sweden.
Reflected, a bit like Sweden. So so they missed out. So Group G. The most dominating performance of the lot from Bader. 13 wins, 1 defeat. Comfortable qualification for him. And he started well tonight, I noticed as well. Hungary 3 in second. That was Roy, as we know. Serbia comes through in third, which is Mike Bassett. And we've seen Japan, haven't we, already? And that was a very good effort to take Japan there. That was OMF Giants. Slovakia, pretty not a bad effort. 14 points with them. They're not the strongest of outfits, but I think they might have qualified once before. A lot of draws, but just didn't turn those into wins. So, so Norway, again, another team who maybe not got the players in their prime at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see if they can qualify when they get the players in the right age, as it were. Finally, Group H, Argentina. Quite a pretty competitive group, this one. Not a lot between the teams. In fact, I definitely could say it's one of the harder groups. A lot of these teams did really well in the last World Cup. I think just about everyone qualified for the last World Cup. Maybe Ecuador didn't, I don't think. I don't know about Estonia, but most of the teams were in the last World Cup.
I just noticed Ukraine is last. I mean, if Ukraine is last, imagine how strong this group is.
Yeah, absolutely. So Argentina won it, and that was Sid Barrett. Northern Ireland takes second. We've seen Northern Ireland already, and that was M. Hughesy. I think they look dangerous again this month, particularly as the users online, so which definitely will help them. Portugal into third, and Darko now online is likely to make a difference there. So obviously he wasn't there earlier, and that might cost him in that first game. Bulgaria come through in fourth. And that was Razzie. Unfortunately, Razzie isn't online. He's often about, so that's a bit of a shame. Great effort from Estonia, only just missed out, and that was another rich effort with his second team. Saudi Arabia, Ecuador, and Ukraine miss out. Okay, so that is the qualifying groups. And we're going to have a look at the state of play. I don't think either of these users online, but I'm going to have a very quick check. Because this could be a big result in the group. Roy is probably not liking this result at the moment. He won't want Spain to beat Germany. He'd prefer Germany to...
You know what? Maybe if Germany loses, though, he has a chance to finish first, right?
And that can make a big difference, actually, because you can really affect who you get in that knockout phase. Do you remember last month, Con, where the whole... one half of the draw was an absolute nightmare, wasn't it? So if you can get in the right half,
it was crazy. It was crazy.
So let's try and catch one of the online guys. So Northern Ireland. Let's have a quick look and see how they're doing.
Oh wow!
No, he's not there at the moment, but Northern Ireland 3, Slovenia 1. They're looking pretty good again. Dara Hassett with a hat trick. Oh, it's just looking. Yeah, they're looking really good. Surely Northern Ireland aren't going to the World Cup final again, Con. Okay, let's check out Bulgaria, Austria. I think Rodney Farb was online earlier, so he's probably still there. Yes, he is. So he's up against it a little bit here. He's a goal down. Not got a shot on target yet. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get something out of this. Bader's online supporting as well. Right, it's not looking good, Bulgaria. Let's have a look at the state of this group and see, because Bader's here, so I'm wondering if this is his group. It's not, but he's definitely supporting Austria. Looking pretty tight. England have dominated this one. We'll have a quick look at the World Cup groups in a second.
England has qualified already. Yeah.
Okay. So Austria got a shot on target. They're making changes. They've made their 3 subs, so they're going for it. But it's looking like Bulgaria are going to edge this one. Let's see if they can do something to turn this round. Oh, it's a good save for the keeper from the keeper there. Yeah, Rodney Farber's doing everything he can here. He's gone attacking. It's just a fairly standard formation from Bulgaria. Doesn't look like he's going to get back into it. I'm just going to quickly check and
see if that injury plays any affects the match.
Yes, absolutely. There's some goals in this one. Let's have a quick look at this one. Russia 1, Republic of Ireland 3. So we saw Rich getting on top in a game earlier, but it looks like he's behind here. Let's see.
Oh, he had
yeah, this game looks done and dusted.
Oh, maybe Republic of Ireland is favourite.
Well, seeing how they went in qualifying, you've got to think they might be. But look how tight this is a terrific group. Look at this. This is a great group. So let's have a quick look at these now. So so this is the state of play at the moment. So we've got Germany and Hungary looking good in this group, but Spain definitely not out of it, especially if they hold on to this this lead they've got over Germany at the moment. That'll make it very interesting, and unfortunately leave me bottom. But that was to be expected. Netherlands got the job done in this one already. Poland looking very good, but Serbia still have a chance of turning this one round. Going to be very tough for Romania, but they did very well to qualify. In Group B, Northern Ireland. This one's pretty much done. By the look at it. Yep, Northern Ireland are through. Uruguay and Mexico still have to play, but Uruguay look like they are actually getting through today, Con. So, just because we were saying that earlier. Austria Bulgaria is clearly a very big game in this group because I mean, look at that. If Bulgaria do hold on to that, they're going to go through. So I think we should go back and join that one actually, just because.
Let's go. Just
realised
the last match of the group. Yeah.
So we'll come back to those in a moment. Oh, he's got himself back in it. 2-1. I didn't realise the significance of it at the time. Can he somehow nick that point? And a point gets him through, doesn't it?
Yeah, if he gets even a draw. Let's see. Bulgaria. Ooh, no. He needs he needs to win this one. Oh no, wait. Let's see.
I think Austria were second, so I think a point gets him through, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. I got it mixed up. Yeah. So Bulgaria with this,
Bulgaria are going to sneak through in second if they hold on to this. But Austria are trying everything. We saw. Oh, they've got it!
Austria just needs to go. Yeah, there we go.
2-2. And Johnny Brayson's come in to support as well. Right, you can see this is Rodney Farber's clearly not giving up here. Look, he's stuck 3 up top. He needs that point, and now he's got it. Can he hold on to it? Surely he's going to make it more defensive again. Yes, he has. I thought he has. And it's Bader's man who's got the goal. Bader's supporting his player. That's what he's supporting. I've realised that now. He's supporting his striker.
Okay.
So Bulgaria have got to get another goal. They've got to go again. But Rodney Farber, we like online users as same as last month. We want the online users to do well. And Rodney Farber has turned this one round from 2-0 down. He's still making sure he wants this. Look at this. It's 2-0. He's 2-2. Sorry. He's got that point he needs to scrape into the knockout places. So I'm guessing something defensive is about to happen. Let's see. Let's find out. I can't imagine he can't be going for some kind of ridiculous win. Surely he just needs a point. You need a point, Rodney. Get yourself a point. Go defensive. But we saw how they were struggling early on to hit the target, and they've obviously managed to get something right in the second half that's got them back in it. Oh, another chance.
Oh, it's stressful.
The problem they've got is they can't go that defensive because they've got too many attacking players on the field because they were chasing the game. He's done it. Well done. 2-2. So Austria do go through. So yeah, great, good tacticking, Rodney. He's got himself back that 2-2. Don't know if that'll have updated yet. We'll have a little look. Where was that? What group was that?
Yeah,
there it is.
So he's through. Yeah.
So Austria get to join England in the knockout stages. So well done to them. They looked dead and buried there, didn't they? We've already talked about this group. Group D, massive win for Republic of Ireland in the last game. They look like they could get through, having lost 3 games here. So, but Portugal, Darko is now online and they are in a decent position. Kev is online and Rich is online.
We should watch one of these.
If they're there, we'll definitely go and watch one of those because that looks really interesting. This group's done and dusted. Italy, Croatia are going to go through there. This one unfortunately, really didn't appear to be any online users in this group, so that's a real shame.
Portugal and Denmark are playing right now. So
right, that's where we're going.
Let's go check.
That is where we're going. Brazil, United States is through in Brazil and United States are through in Group H. So that's why Bader's wandering around. He's already comfortably through. He's got his feet up. He's loving it. Right, let's see. Oh, Darko's disappeared again by a little bit.
The funny thing is
Kevin's still there. Sorry, carry on.
The funny thing is that it's Ireland is first with 9 points. Then it's Portugal and Denmark with 7. Right. So there is a slight chance that Ireland might be kicked out and might finish third, and both of these might go through.
Yeah, because Portugal had another game left, didn't they?
Denmark wins now; they get 10 points. Okay, and if Portugal wins against Russia in their last match, they also get 10 points.
Yeah, that's really tight, isn't it? And actually, Russia could win their. If Denmark win this one, Russia could still get through because if they win their last game, they can still do it. Yeah. I don't know what game that is. Must be an under 20.
So let's go check.
Right. So where are we? Right. Let's see. So Kev, you need to hold on to this to get through the knockout stages, and then this makes this group is super interesting. I think this might be the best group today because we've had plenty. It's a really tight group. It always looked tight. Plus we've had online users here. So Kev's made a couple of changes, and to be fair, he's been the better team so far. So let's see. Right, Denmark got their nose in front. Who scored the goal, Con? Oh,
that's the second
2-0. Okay. Right, Kev is looking really good now. Now, what's he going to do? He's already set his team up nice and defensive.
I'm trying to see what Portugal's formation is up to, but I can't see a lot because it's mixed. Deep, rigid, aggressive. They're probably playing a bit conservative. They're playing a bit defensively.
Yeah, and that's where if Darko was online, he might be able to help that, might he? This just shows. I mean, there's so many things that show being an online user helps because look at this. The subs come on and scored for Kev here.
Yeah,
and made the game safe. Yeah, that must have been him who scored here. Yeah, so I say game safe. There's still a long way to go, but he's put him 2-0 up in a really strong position. So
yeah, he still has one more sub, so it's looking good. It's looking good.
Yeah, and not only could Kev go through here with this, he could win the group, and that could be quite important because you get some really strong teams winning the groups here. So if you can play a runner-up, maybe you've got a decent last 16 draw then.
Yeah, exactly. If he wins now, if Kev wins now, and then Darko loses to Rich. Is it Rich who has Russia?
Yes.
If Darko loses to Rich, which might happen if he's offline, I could actually see Kev on top, Russia on second spot. Mind you, Russia needs to win by 2 goals.
It's a great group, isn't it? So many permutations.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anything can happen. Anybody can finish last. Anybody can finish top.
So it could be that the 4-1 win that Republic of Ireland got in the last game, was it 4-1? It certainly scored 4. That could actually sneak them through either way here if Russia won, because they could get through in goal difference, couldn't they? So this is a really interesting group. Any of the 4 teams can still qualify.
Oh, basically. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Those 4 goals, mattered for the goal difference. Yeah.
So let's see. Kev looks like he's shut this game down. I've not seen a lot from Portugal here. I think Kev shut the game down. I think he's done a pretty good job. He's held one sub back.
He's fine. He didn't even use his 3rd sub. He's fine. Yeah. Comfortable.
Well, very nicely done, Kev. Into the knockout stages. I'm sure you've got a nice grin on your face from that one. So well done, mate. Right, let's see where else are we going to go. What else was important? Let's have a look. Big game here as well in my group. And Roy
wins this.
I'm pretty sure. First, I think this might win Hungary the group. Do you want to have a check, Con, while we were looking?
Yeah, I'm checking now. Let's see. World Cup.
So this game's been pretty even, actually. If anything, Spain have been a little unlucky. But Roy won't give a damn about that. Look at that. Well done, Roy.
Hungary's on top. They're both on top. Oh, okay. So Hungary finished top now. Yeah.
So well done to Hungary. Well done indeed. Well done, Roy. Hungary going through. Let's see if that's updated, shall we?
And Spain now.
Very nice. Spain have rudely won another game though and got ahead of me. So, okay, so Spain need to beat Germany by 4 in their last game to get through. So I think Germany are going to sneak through there.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah.
Serbia have still got a fairly good chance of outdoing Poland here and getting a nick in second spot, because they've clearly just got Romania to play. Now Romania, I think was online earlier, so hopefully he'll be looking to get some respectability onto the board there. It's definitely good achievements we've even got here, but he'll want to pick up some points. So yeah, we'll see what's happened in this group. That's got Denmark through and Republic of Ireland right on the brink now. So if Russia win their last game,
they're playing right now.
Oh, we're going to go and watch that then. I'll just see what else is going on. There's
2 more matches, but they're not. France has already qualified against Sweden, and Argentina, South Korea, they're both offline. So
we've got to go to Portugal, Russia, then, haven't we? Got to go to Portugal, Russia.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Rich, where are you? You can qualify here. He's not there. Both these guys are obviously just popping in and out of games. So that's a shame. But let's see. You really can affect these games when you're online. So it's a shame that neither of the guys are actually giving it a go here. Well, as they're not online, we'll come back to it.
Yeah, let's check something else. I think Spain.
Let's just see how the others are going.
Hungary.
I think
Hungary with Germany. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. They need to score 4 goals against Germany.
I think it's unlikely. I think both users are offline as well, so it's not like the Spain guy can go super attacking and get back into it. So yeah. Okay.
I'm guessing these are the last matches. Let's see.
I think we're pretty much getting to the end of the group stages here. We've been really fortunate in the last couple of Twitch streams, haven't we? That we've managed to catch a couple of games where it's all been riding on that last game and things like that. So we've been really lucky with that. So it's been really interesting to watch. It looks like the reigning champions France are looking good again today. They're 3-1 up over Sweden. And the other game going on at the moment we'll have a quick look at as well, which is in the same group, Argentina.
Argentina and South Korea.
Yeah, and Argentina looking good as well. So most of the online guys are already done their job, and they're getting through already. So that's really good for them. But they've all got their feet up. They're waiting. They're waiting for their.
Okay. That was quite a nice match actually, because if South Korea beats Argentina, then they're through.
Okay, well, we'll pop back and have a little look then. Why not?
I guess everyone is offline. We might as well watch an offline match now.
Why not? Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, we've got 4 games going on here without the users online, which is a real shame. But yeah, we'll just flick through and have a quick look at them.
No, it's to be expected because all the online users have already played all the matches. So now it's just a few remaining matches that are left.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Yes, because you can kick the games off, can't you? Once the yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So I suppose that makes sense. And this group's always going to be the last one because it appears to be the one where unfortunately none of the users have made it on the night. Doesn't look like South Korea are going to pull off the shock they need in this one. It's at half time. Spain just need another 3, Con. Just another 3, that's all.
Look, if he was online, I could see it happening.
Yep, Simon Brennan's watching this one. He's got his feet up. He's got United States into the last 16, so he's sitting back with his cigar.
He made it to the next round.
Waiting to see who he gets. I think. Were you runner-up in your group, Simon? It was, you had Brazil, didn't you, in your group? So I think, I think they finished second. So you could get one of those horrible last 16 ties. We'll see who you're going to get, mate. But yeah, this one's still game on. And there's one more, isn't there? There's something still riding on, which is the really close group we were talking about, Portugal, Russia. So at the moment, it's Portugal. Rich has turned up. Well done, Rich. Unfortunately, Rich had a league game, so it must have took him away from it. That's a bit of a shame.
Okay.
Rich has got a couple of accounts, you see. So.
Yeah.
So Johnny's still here, though. Johnny's still here. Right. So Rich and Johnny, come on, Rich, turn this one round. Darko's not here at the moment. So to be fair, he'll do well if he can somehow sneak Russia through. He's properly going for it. Look at that, 2 centre backs, classic, classic work. So yeah, Portugal go goal just before half time. Did we see that one? I think we might have.
And they still have 3 subs left, so Russia could actually do something here.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Rich we're back. Show us what you got, Rich.
Okay, he's added another striker. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going for it. This is what you got to do. I mean, you're clearly gambling when you play two at the back, but Rich knows that. He knows he needs to win this one. So he also, I mean, I think actually 3-2 might do it for him. I think he needed goals. 1-0 wouldn't have been enough. I think he needed 2 goals unless he won it something like 3-2 or 4-3.
That's true.
So
That's
you
true.
may as well go in the attack. Rich is still the only person who's managed to do anything with Russia so far in this tournament. So I think he's. That must be where you. Is that where you're back with these, Rich? You've proved that Russia can be taken to the World Cup, so you thought you'd do it again. So trying to get them into the knockout stages, but not quite. This group was a really tight group, actually. So this is definitely the best group.
It is. It was a nice group. It was a nice group. It was very interesting. Yeah.
Rich is getting a lot of commiserations here in the chat. I don't think there's actually death going on or anything like that. So. Right.
Yeah.
I'm
having a look. I'm having a look at the final standings. You want to have a look with me? Because
I will do in a moment. I want to stick on. Rich is going to turn this round. He's going to win this 3-2 in the last 5 minutes.
So?
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. Rich knows what he's doing. Got to see this one to the end. I think, particularly with all the fans in the chat as well.
Exactly.
Then we'll. I think we will
witnessing the greatest finale ever.
Yeah, we might. This will be more of a finish. Who's it who had England a couple of months ago and kept scoring in injury time? I can't remember who that was, but that was impressive. I think you're done for, Rich. I think you are done for. I think that 2 centre backs gamble may not have paid off this time. Still, got to go for it, ain't you? Right. So hopefully Darko will come back online and manage Portugal in the last 16. Maybe he's the same as Rich. Maybe he's got a. Maybe he's got a game.
Very possible.
Yeah. So Simon Brennan he's sounding confident. He's getting some classic US trash talk in. Right.
Yeah. I'm looking at the standings now. Unfortunately for him, he's going to have to play with one of the first spot teams, and they're all looking good this time.
Yeah, they are.
Because last season, some of the favorites ended up finishing second place. But this time, look at the groups.
Yeah, it's gone to form, hasn't it? It seems.
It's the big ones who finished first this time. Yeah.
So
as you'd expect.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's watch the death throes of Rich here, just as he goes out. There's plenty of chances going on. Unfortunately, they're not quite going at the right end for Rich's liking. I'm not sure he's going to get 4. I'm not going to lie. So
I think probably the saddest part is
well and truly gone.
For Ireland, who was first a few minutes ago, then they dropped to second, and now they dropped to third.
Yeah, that's how it changes. Right, sorry, Rich, you're out. We're done with you now, mate. Right, okay. We're going to go through the groups. We will come back and have a look at Group A and see how that finishes off, because there's still one going on there. We know Portugal are going to go through here, so we will update the table. I'll refresh and update the table in a moment. So let's work through some of these. So Group A, Netherlands going through, Poland, they're going to have to hold. They're going to have to hold their breath and hope that Serbia can't get the points they need against
They're
Romania.
losing to Romania right now.
We'll have a look at that in a moment. See if the Romania manager's still online, because he was earlier.
Oh, he is online. I just checked now. So yeah, maybe we can
let's go on there. Yeah,
but it's still early minutes. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go
and see how he's doing. So, who is Romania manager? It's Rob. Okay,
second
Rob.
Goal. 1-1.
Right, it's 1-1. So, and that is we've just caught the Serbia goal. So, apologies if we've caused a Serbia goal there by coming to watch you. Right, so come on in, Rob. Let's get a win on the board. Not easy with Romania, but qualified them. That was a good effort to qualify them. So you must have set them up fairly well. So we're going to watch a little bit of this one and see if who is the team that is going to be cheering on Romania.
Unfortunately, here? Romania is last, but they're going for the consolation win. Their first win of the night.
Absolutely, and they're doing their best to ruin Serbia's party as well, I suspect, because they've got.
If Serbia thought that they're gonna pass, they're gonna move on. Well, Romania is online, so.
Yeah. But Serbia, who is it they're just short of, Serbia? Let's check that group again. I can't remember who it was. Is it Poland who are just holding on?
Yeah, it's Poland.
Yeah, so Poland are definitely cheering on Romania here.
Yeah.
Simon's saying Spain made it through as well. So, how did they make it through? They needed 4. Are you sure about
that? Maybe he's. Oh, no, that's true. Wait.
Surely not.
Let me check. No, they're the second place. But let me check. Let me check one of their players so I can go and see the match. See how it ended. They won 2-1.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misjudged what they needed. I thought they needed to win like 4-0.
Me too.
See, I really shouldn't be in charge of these things, should I? I haven't even been drinking.
I'm even worse because I was saying, I was with you. Oh, okay, so Spain.
Yeah. While we've been blabbering along, Rob has just got Romania into a powerful 3-1 lead here. So so he could well be taking control of this game. So I tell you what, he can play for. He can play for finishing off the bottom here, because if he beats Serbia twice, then that takes third place in the group. So you got to play for a bit of pride in these. So
exactly.
Let's hope he can. Let's hope he can get some points on the board here. The Serbia manager isn't online, and that was Bancel, I think.
Okay, shall I break the mood though? Romania is minus 15.
Oh, really?
So they need to. So they need to score like
a lot.
8 goals, huh?
Rob definitely likes to attack. I think it wasn't his previous game something like 8-4 or something like that.
Look, actually, it can be done, because if they score 8 goals between the 2 matches, then Serbia goes -8 and Romania goes -7. So they need 8 goals.
Yeah. Gabriel's just popped on and said that Germany's out, which was Simon's already told us that. So I tell you what, that opens up the tournament, because Germany are a super powerful side, and as you can see, I managed to sneak a win over Spain earlier, so they are actually beatable. So it's it's going to be interesting to see Germany out.
Impressive. I mean, Germany, let's remind everyone, they've already won it once. They won it 2 seasons ago. So
it's
definitely good.
Germany manager Gabriel was there was Jack Burton, but unfortunately he's not online. It's a shame. I've got a feeling he might be from the other side of the world somewhere, possibly maybe Australia or somewhere.
Australia.
So possibly. So that might be why, because I think he definitely plays in one of those FAs, doesn't he? So he might be in bed. So it's one of those things, I guess. So I think we can excuse him. But yeah, real shock to see them go out. It has to be said. what we're going to do is we're going to start going through the groups here and just have a little look while these are finishing off.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's summarise because Rob seems to have this one under control. In fact, maybe we'll take this one to the end because I think there's a rematch.
Since there's another match.
There's a rematch, and then while that one's going on, while the first half of that one's going on, we'll go through the groups, and then hopefully we'll be pretty much ready for the knockout stages.
Because once the knockout stages start, it's going to become
gets
crazy.
A bit frantic, doesn't it? Yeah. We got to try and remember who the online guys are, because I want to try and catch as many of you guys in the last 16 as we can. And I want to see lots of online guys in the quarterfinals as well. So pressure's on, lads. So let's make sure we're getting a player heavy quarterfinal lineup.
Well, there's very big nations that went through, so it's going to be really interesting. Yeah. Well, Germany is the first big one that's out.
Yeah, there are no major shocks in qualifying this year, was there, Con? I remember it was someone like Italy who somehow, they just missed out in qualifying last year, which just proves you still have to keep an eye on these teams, even with the big ones, don't you? Just to make sure you don't slip up.
There were not many shocks, as you say, and in this group stage, there's only been one, Germany. But it was a bit to be expected, because they were offline. Spain is also good. Hungary is also good, So, but the rest, they all made it through. The favorites, France made it through. Argentina. Well, we'll check it out together.
Absolutely. So who do you like the look of so far then, Con? Got any thoughts?
Look, I always liked France, and they've proven once again now that they're first of their group, beating Argentina, South Korea, and Sweden. They've only got one draw, so I'm gonna stick with France. I think France and maybe Italy, those two. Yeah, if I have to choose two, I'll say France and Italy. Okay.
Well, France and Italy. Users at the moment aren't online, are they? That's the only thing I'd say against those. But yeah, they're definitely. They haven't been so far. I don't think necessarily means they won't. I know Radox sometimes gets on. He's the Italy manager, so hopefully we'll see him a little bit later. Maybe he's.
That's true.
Maybe he'll get up specially for us. Because Radox is definitely Australian, I think. So you can definitely understand him not wanting to get up at 6 a.m. or what time it is to do this.
Maybe it's England's turn this time.
Maybe
got 6 out of 6, but the group is not the strongest one. I mean, Austria, Bulgaria, and Switzerland. Okay. They don't have any of the other favorites in there. They don't have Italy. They don't have Argentina. So
yeah, absolutely. But
they have 6 out of 6. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, just while we've got this game going on in the background here, Romania. There's so many chances in this game because Rob, as usual, is attacking heavily, and he's got to 5-2. So,
as I said, in order to close the gap, they need to score 8 goals more. So they've already scored 3 goals more. So 5 to go. Just so they don't finish bottom.
He's certainly not messing around with tactics at all. It's just letting it ride out. Yeah, it looks like it's done. Oh, another. It's a penalty again. It's gonna be 6. 6-2.
He's trying his best. Yeah.
He's definitely trying to get that goal difference back again.
So just do whatever you did now in the next match, and you made it to 3rd place.
Yeah. Job done. Yeah. Well, it's definitely good to get 3 points on the board as well. But I'm sure he's a bit gutted that he just put himself out of it with those early losses.
But was he offline? Was he offline before?
He was. He was definitely online for one of them because we joined one of them. So hopefully he's been there. But it's just one of those things. You get off to a bad start. It's really difficult to recover from. If you lose your first couple, then it does put you up against it. We'll check out the update group table after that. Show Romania's point. I don't know if the England manager's on tonight actually, but yeah, like you say, you got 6 wins out of 6, so that would be worth taking a look at. And that was Fido, who's in my group. So I'm hoping he'll be online at some point. Okay, so let's take you through the group tables.
Yeah.
So we do know we've got this. I'm just going to double check. I think that's the only game left. Yeah, so we've got that return fixture, Serbia versus Romania. So that will need to play out before the last 16 goes. So any of you guys who are waiting for your last 16 game, don't worry, not too much longer to wait, but now's your chance just to get yourself a drink or whatever you need to do. So let's take you through. We'll just do them in order that's shown on my screen. So Group G, Hungary. Hungary win the group. Now Roy has done really well there because Hungary are probably third favourites to win that group. So actually winning the group could make a massive difference because look at these powerhouses who actually won the groups.
Exactly.
So he's earned himself a tie against the runner-up, which is pretty big, I think, at this stage. You might get unlucky, you might get another big side, but you're giving yourself a good chance against someone a bit more manageable. So, Hungary go through, Spain go through at the expense of Germany. So they're the big team to fall. Netherlands and one of Poland or Serbia is the other one in Group A. Now, judging by how Romania did in that last game, we could well see Poland go through here, but we shall see. Serbia need the 3 points. The draw is no good for them. Group B, Northern Ireland once again look really good. Not the strongest of groups, this one actually, but they've dealt with it pretty comfortably, haven't they? If you got to the World Cup finals with one of these teams and this was your draw, I think you'd probably be pretty happy with that.
As I said, it's the golden years of Northern Ireland. Let's see.
Could be. So they need to win it this year, don't they? Yeah. Okay, so let's see if they do. Uruguay go through with Northern Ireland. Slovenia did brilliantly in the qualification stages. Yeah, brilliantly in the qualification stages. They made it to the finals, picked up 6 points, decent effort. And Mexico, again, a pretty decent effort to make it to the finals. Didn't pick up enough points in the group stages. Group C, as you mentioned earlier, Con, England have dominated that. Only four goals conceded in 6 games, 19 scored. They're looking good. And we saw the great escape, the biggest escape of the round was from Austria, wasn't it? 2-0 down to Bulgaria.
Yeah. Crazy match. Yeah.
And Rodney Farber's got them through. So it's Fido and Rodney Farber going through in this one at the expense of Razi's Bulgaria team, who I think if he was online, I think you got to think he's tactically pretty good. I think he would have probably had a good chance of closing that down, So well done to the guys getting through there. Group D.
This was actually a good group, by the way. I mean, disregarding England, because the other 3 are very, similar.
Very
dynamic.
So, that was
anything could have happened there.
Yeah, good. And it's Austria who go through. And as we've said so many times, Rodney Farber was online. I think it's made a difference. You saw what he did in the last game.
Of course.
Group D. This is my favourite group of the qualification stages. I thought it was a really good one. I think at least 3 of the users were online at one point. And Portugal have actually come back to win it. They might be going out for a second. Winning that last game against Rich there has actually given him the win of the group. Kev will be seething that Rich went 2 at the back, cost him his group win. So Kev, that's who you can have a go at. It's Rich's fault if you get someone like England the next round. It's his fault.
I'm just saying sorry to Ireland because 3 wins. You'd think you'd make it in any other group,
Yeah, absolutely. And Rob Smith, unfortunately, wasn't. I don't know if he was there earlier, but he definitely wasn't there towards the end of that. And he's done well in this tournament a few times so far. So it's been interesting to see if he could have taken Republic of Ireland further. Group E, Italy, pretty dominant as you'd expect. Good side. No, I'm not that surprised to see Gabriel getting Croatia through because we know Gabriel is good at this, getting teams through. So I think that's pretty even between those 3 teams. Maybe not in real life. Obviously, probably Australia would suffer a little bit there. Croatia maybe would be in real life strong, but I don't think there's a lot between these 3 teams in 90-minute fever. And Gabriel's done that pretty comfortably. He lost his first game as well, so he's gone through as well. So. in second, so it'll be interesting to see if he can somehow avoid a good side.
Actually,
but I'm not sure he's going to.
Very interesting, very interesting. The fact that Gabriel is managing the Croatia, it's going to be,
Yep. So that'll be a tough draw for one of the group winners, but they're all strong, the group winners, aren't they? Group F, France and this is unfortunately what I'm going to call the offline group. There was none of the users I spotted online there, unfortunately. France have won it comfortably from Argentina. No real shock there. Sweden are past their best at the moment, so South Korea and Sweden are clearly going to be outclassed, particularly if it was only left to the AI to deal with. So no real shocks in that one. And finally, Bader dealt with that group quite nicely. I noticed Simon got a point off him early on, which helped secure him his way through. But in the end, he's made it quite comfortably, and he was sitting back watching other games with a cigar, basically in the last few, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on in the knockout stages. But you're going to have a tough tie. He's finished second in the group, like the other guys. He finished second. You're going to get a nasty tie in this next group, I think. So let's catch up with the very last game in the group stages. It is at half time. And Romania doing what they need to do. Is this enough goals?
Okay.
3-1? Let's have a look.
2 more. They need 2 more.
Still need more. Cool. They were in trouble, weren't they? Let's have a look.
If only he was online in the first matches. I don't know if he was, but I think he wasn't. If he was, just proves that he could have done the job.
Maybe. It looks like it's the Netherlands that have done the damage, don't it? Look at that goal difference. So basically, in at least one of the games, in one of the games, the Netherlands has given them a battering.
Romania needs another 4 goals to go to -7, and Serbia will go to -8. You see, so So they've got 2. They've got 3, but it's 3-1. So they need another 2 goals.
I think it's doable. Okay.
But I guess the big news here is that Poland is through with this score. That's the big news.
Yeah, unless there's a big turnaround, it does look like Poland are going through. But yeah, nice recovery from Rob there. I don't think he'd be. I think he'd be disappointed to have just lost. Basically, he's lost 2 games against Poland, and that's what's cost him. I think. Well, look at it.
Yeah.
It must be against them because he obviously has lost 4 games, and it must have been 2 against Netherlands, 2 against Poland. So the 2 wins that Poland got were against Romania, and that's what's actually cost him in the end. So, while we're waiting for this,
but I guess the better team qualified. So
yeah, absolutely. So while we were waiting for this game to run to a conclusion, let's catch up with Nick a little bit if he's around. Nick's going to be now scrambling for his microphone if he is still there. So, Nick, how's it going?
Yeah,
you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I was just checking out Betfair just before. Apparently, Brazil are the favourites to win this. So.
Oh, are they? Yeah. Are they? They're actually at Betfair now, are they?
That's what the odds say.
Yeah. So, what do you think about that, Bader? You're a favourite. That's what the odds are saying. So, interesting to see. Bader qualified quite some time back. Actually, he's been sitting back with I don't know, with a drink. Who knows? Cigar. I don't know. He's well been in the last 16 for quite some time, so it'll be interesting to see what team he gets. Have you been following closely, Nick, or you just been concentrating on keeping the hamster wheel running, as you like to call it?
On and off. I've been following up though. Yeah. I've been away for a couple of bits of it, but yeah, it's been good.
So do you?
It's weird. It's like the one that is like. It feels like the only one that nothing too well. Northern Ireland have topped their group again, it seems, but other than that, nothing too crazy, it seems. Like it seems to be like the least dramatic one so far. I don't know.
Yeah,
it feels like it's too much to plan almost.
Yeah, I agree with that, Nick. It does seem like there's been, with probably the exception of Germany going out, which was always possible with Spain in there as well. It does feel like things have gone to form a little bit, doesn't it? So, be interesting to see if that changes up. The bit I always enjoy in these streams, though, is always the knockout stages. So much more fun than when you get to the knockout stages, especially when you got a few online users and weird things happening, which does tend to happen. Gabriel's asking you to give an exclusive announcement on the stream at the moment. Bader's saying he's. Are you nervous, Bader? Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure. And Simon Brendan's just pleased with himself. I think that's what that grin entails. So we're just waiting for this game to finish off.
It was a bit unlucky that it sort of ended up with these users having the 2 matches. I think they had a bunch of other overdue matches as well. Right, they must be in there both in the evening FAs. So, and I think they're both running under 18 and under 21 teams as well that had 2 matches. So it just they just have to have a whole bunch of fixtures falling overdue at the same time as when the World Cup was on. So it was a bit unlucky, really.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
The last 2 matches were both these same 2 teams, but I guess everybody playing, at least they knew that they would have a little bit of a break, so they might have wanted to have a break, so you can have one. So it works out quite convenient if you needed a bathroom or something.
Yeah, I suppose so. Simon Brennan seems to somehow think that 5-2 is value on USA to pick up the World Cup. I'll probably lay that, to be quite honest, Simon. I don't know how good. But I think you want longer odds than that. I'd go. You got to be looking for at least 10-1, haven't you, Simon? Surely. What does anyone else think? Who do you think the favourite is? Bader, your pressure's on, mate. Nick has announced that you're a favourite for the World Cup here. What do you
Steve, who's your favourite? Who do you think?
I think it's quite a tough one. I think Brazil are looking pretty good in the stages. We haven't actually picked up on that many of Bader's matches because they were done quite early, but they certainly look good in the qualification stages. England picked up 6 out of 6, didn't they? This game is going ridiculous. Look at it in the background.
He needs one more.
He needs 2 more now.
He needs 2 more.
Yeah. Oh, so clearly Simon's a tactical mastermind, so perhaps it's USA's year. We shall see.
It might be the year of the manager, not so much about the national team. I mean, we've got Gabriel with Croatia, but he's experienced. He can do it with Croatia. Yeah. It proves that Roy is a crazy good manager. He took Hungary. He finished first in his group. So, it might be the year of the tactics. That's what I'm trying to say.
But saying that, if I have to put my money on anybody, I quite fancy Steph has got Netherlands. I think Netherlands. Looking at it, my money's on Netherlands at the moment, but I don't know. It's not a lot in it. But Steph is a previous winner. He's won it before.
Exactly. He's proven he's done it before. Yeah.
He's up there. But I think it could be. I think it's going to be one of the big guns. I think you're talking. I hope it's one of the online users. Put it that way. So I'm hoping maybe Bailey can take Brazil there, or Steph can take Netherlands, or one of the other guys online. Or, of course, Simon could take USA, of course. I'll just pop that one on there. So, finally, we are done. Rob got quite a few goals, but not quite enough. He conceded some as well. So, that is the group stages concluded. Romania got very much a nice bit of respectability in the end. 6 points there by taking on Serbia. So we're going to wait for the draw for the next round, because this is all done. We're on to the last 16.
That does need me to do it, actually. So
I think we've been through the groups. So whenever you're ready, Nick. But the top seeds going into the draw: Hungary, Netherlands, Northern Ireland, England, Portugal, Italy, France, Brazil. That all the top seeds.
You see, they're all big. They're all big.
You're right, Con. They are all big sides, aren't they?
And are they all online? Let's see. Let's count the online users. So Hungary is there with Roy. Spain is not. Is Spain there? No. Netherlands is there with Steph.
Yeah.
I think Poland's there.
I think Northern Ireland has been there. Yeah, they were there, weren't they? Who else? Austria there. Portugal have been. Denmark definitely is.
So it's going to be nice.
Croatia definitely is. Yeah. Brazil and United States are. So there's definitely at least a lot of the. They've definitely had a few offline matches tonight, which is a bit of a shame. But there's been a lot of qualifications from the actual online users, so that's really good. So Nick is crank. Are you on the bike to power the wheel at the moment? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, sort of. I actually had it already, but then my session has timed out connected to the server.
So we basically we distracted you. That's what basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I think Nick put his money on Bader's Brazil earlier. That's what he said that was the favourite.
And you're saying Netherlands, right?
I'm going Netherlands, and you're going.
I don't know. You made me think now about the online users. Yeah. So maybe. You know what? I'm going to say Croatia. Just
Really? Right. Okay. Con is putting some pressure on you, Gabriel.
I mean, he's the I don't know. He's the LeBron James of 90MF. He's won it twice before. He's the user. He's the manager here.
I like it. Right, so we won't see these fixtures in here because they'll go straight out there, won't they, when they're there? I think. So we'll just wait for the fixtures to come out. But yeah, I think this could be quite interesting. But the only thing I'd say against Croatia, here we go, lovely.
Oh, okay.
Is they're going to get a nasty draw, and as we say,
your first thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got Italy versus Croatia. So Gabriel, you do well here, mate. But yeah, let's see how you get on. Especially if who had Italy? It's Radux, wasn't it? So if Radux comes online, that's going to be really tough. If he doesn't, yeah, you never know. England versus United States. So Simon Brennan, you've got a pretty tough one there. So you need a 1950 World Cup job here. 1-0 United States. That's what you need.
Yeah. No. What you want is to play against an offline user. So Gabriel got that because Italy are offline, and Simon got that as well because England are offline.
Yeah. So who else do we have? France versus Uruguay. We haven't seen France online user yet, but I think Uruguay.
I think they're both offline.
We might have. Okay. Portugal we have with Darko, but Spain haven't been. Northern Ireland versus Argentina. So that'll be an interesting one. Be interesting to see if Northern Ireland go through again because they've got such good side. At the moment. Right, we're definitely going to watch this one, Brazil versus Austria, because we've definitely got two online users there. So that's Bader versus Rodney Farber. Roy will be pretty happy with that draw in general, I think. At home to... I don't think there's any home fixtures now, actually. I think it's changed. But either way, Hungary versus Poland, they'll be reasonably happy with that. Netherlands versus Denmark. That's another one we're going to catch. Kev won't be too pleased with that one.
As well.
So once they're kicked off, and here we are. So we're going to join one of the ones that we likely to have two online, I think. So let's start with Netherlands, Denmark. Don't know if they'll have started yet or if they're still tacticking. So first few minutes, Steph versus Kev. So we've got two very experienced users here. So let's see how Kev gets on. This is Kev's first last 16 game, I think. Kev, feel free to correct me there. I think this month was his first qualification, and he's already steered them through to the knockout stages. So this is a pretty good effort. Steph has been here before, and he's already a goal up. So let's see how we're going to get on. Right, Kev's changed his tactics up already. He knows he's. Look at that! Instant dividends.
Ooh.
All right, Steph, you've got a game on here, I think, mate. Kev means business. So we've got Asinga, who gave Netherlands the lead, and it is Fernando Ricard, who has equalised. So let's see how this one's going to go. We know the Netherlands got a lot of firepower, so they're going to be really hard to keep out for the rest of the 90 minutes. Kev has clearly gone defensively to try and counter that. As you'd expect. So Steph at the moment's got a pretty balanced formation, pretty mixed, and they're definitely well on top. Denmark are fortunate to be level, but what I do like is that Kev went behind, saw he was in trouble, and he changed something. I think I don't know exactly what he did. I thought he went to short pass, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the season of the tactics.
That was certainly interesting to see that.
And he's got my Clausen there, my right midfielder.
Oh, Did you just see what happened? I think Denmark are getting very, very fortunate, but they are 2-1 up. So Steph is going to have to hope that his luck changes for a start, because he's definitely unlucky to be 2-1 down. But will he have to get creative as well? Interesting change from Kev there. So he's got his nose in front. So even though I can see what Kev's thinking, because he's thinking that he is lucky to be in front, and he doesn't think he can hold off Netherlands for 90 minutes,
shots,
basically.
They're both in.
Yeah, so he's changed.
Steph is looking at the stats and he's saying, should I change anything? Because the stats look good. So
that's it. Yeah, I think if you let this game run as it was going, you've got to think that eventually Netherlands are going to grind them down. Maybe not. Who knows? But it's interesting to see Kev trying a few things here to try and stem the tide, as it were. Because I think Steph is going to keep going here. We will leave this just at half time for a moment. We'll definitely come back to this because it's a really interesting game. I'd also like to catch Gabriel quickly, because he's doing okay so far against Italy. And then we're going to go and look at the other two online users. Radux is in.
Oh, okay.
And Gabriel is not happy about it. So it's obviously not great timing for Radux this month. So
check this match, and I'll check the other one.
Yeah,
only
see how it's going.
If I see that it's emergency on the other side, I'll tell you to come. So let's see. The other one is.
So Gabriel's doing all right here, though, because we know what a powerhouse Italy is, and he's definitely gone. Oh, hello. He's got well in the game. So I'm glad that Radux has made it. Unfortunately, he missed some of the group stages, which all of the group stages, unfortunately. But it's good to see him. It's good to see him online, because he definitely usually gets involved with these things. So.
Brazil and Austria is pretty huge. It's 1-1, and it's on the 60th minute. They're both online as well. It's Bader versus Rodney.
Let's get on there.
So yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be a good encounter. Both of these guys know what they're doing. So what we got going on here? Right. Oh no! Yeah, Bader's saying if the Austrian striker scores, he's sacked. Basically, I think is what he's saying. So he's got to know where his bread's buttered, I think is what Bader's saying there. So
there's a huge shock about to happen. The States are beating England 2-0.
Surely not. Yes. We're going to have to go. So that's the only problem with the last 16 all start at the same time.
85th minute.
Oh, we've got to give Simon his moments of glory here, haven't we? Sorry, Simon. We've got so many games covering at the moment. We haven't been able to catch you. But look at this. Simon is a mastermind, even if he does say so himself. Look at this. England going out. And you know what? He's got his tactics spot on, because look at this.
Johnny's scouting England for next season.
Well, clearly Johnny, they need you in charge, because they can't cope. They're not coping without you. So hopefully they'll do the business next time, mate. So well done, Simon Brennan. That's a fantastic win. I'm glad we caught a bit of it, Con. Thanks for keeping an eye on those for us. I just quickly check if Darko.
Netherlands and Denmark.
Yep, we're going to go back to that one. Both
2-2, and now it's
guys aren't
3-2 now to Netherlands.
Right, because Kev had his nose in front, and what would have been a massive shock in this one. Let's see how they're getting on. So, well done, Steph. He has managed to turn it around, and there's no doubt that he does deserve to have turned it around, looking at the stats. But it's some good tactics from Kev to try and scramble his way through.
You know, if Radux stays online, I might stick to my first option, which was Italy, because now that I know they're online, so two of my favorite teams. I mean, the two teams I think that might win it, they're playing against each other, so it's crazy. And it's 2-2, and it's full time, so they're going to extra time now.
Oh, in that case, I'll come back. If that's going to extra time, we'll join that in a minute.
Yeah.
We're going to join Brazil, Austria quickly as well, because that's a big game, and Bader has got his nose in front. Look at this, and this one is getting really close to the end. Is that the goal we've just seen here? I think it is.
Ooh.
Very well done, Bader. Unlucky. Rodney's given him a great game again.
Stay with this one. Stay with this one. I'm just going to say Portugal and Spain, they're both offline. It's 2-2 and it's extra time as well.
Great. If we can, we're going to try and catch the last few minutes of Netherlands-Denmark as well. But I would like to just see this one to conclusion.
Ooh, what happened? They missed a penalty. Denmark missed a penalty.
Oh, no.
They would have been 3-3, but they missed a penalty.
Is it still going on? We'll have a look at that in a moment.
It's 80th minute.
Rodney is trying everything to get into this. Bader's made his subs as well. It's job done. Well done, Bader, going through. Very unlucky, Rodney Farber. As always, has done a terrific effort to keep them. Oh, hang on. Ooh. So well done. Unlucky, Rodney. Better luck next month. Steph goes marching through.
And just
Roy
mention, we haven't watched this. We haven't watched this match at all, but Hungary has beaten Poland 3-1. He was online. Sorry we didn't catch you, but
but we'll get to catch him again because he's gone through. So that's good.
Yeah.
Kev's missed a penalty. Unbelievable. Kev, you selected the wrong penalty taker. It's your own fault. Actually, Kev started making a few chances late on there. So very, very good game. Great effort from Kev there. Unlucky. Sportsman as ever. He's saying good luck to Steph in the next round. Steph knows he's been in a game, but he'll be all the better for it. 3-2. Well done to Steph.
So it looks like Italy, Croatia are going to go to the penalties. There's only 4 minutes left.
That is where we're going.
2-2.
What a game.
Yeah. Oh, it's a goal for Italy. It's a goal for Italy.
We just caught that. So, right, Gabriel, surely you can't pull this one out of the bag. This will be a great effort. You can somehow get this one. And Radox, the kids are just going to have to wait at school. You've got a World Cup to play here.
Yeah, now you're my favourite now that you're online.
Yes, send the missus. Come on, Radox. Right, let's see. Maybe Gabriel could turn it around in the last couple of minutes. It's a big ask because Italy is so strong at the back.
Yeah.
Like brilliant effort from Gabriel there to stay in that game. But Italy go through. So sorry to see the back of Gabriel this month, but can't get greedy. You did win it last month. Radox marches through. So hopefully Radox will be back in 15 minutes. So hopefully his game won't kick off straight away with any luck. That would be good.
So Portugal beat Spain 4-2.
Right, I think we're going to need to go into the quarterfinals, I think, because Simon Brennan is all at it again. So you carry on. Sorry, Con, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, that was all. And now the rest are quarterfinals. Yeah, Northern Ireland and Brazil. What's that? Yeah. So that was that for the round of 16.
Rich is still hanging around. Rich is up for the 5-2. God, I'm glad I didn't actually lay any bets because US is starting to look pretty good here. Roy, we'll try and catch one of your matches in a moment because we missed you in the last 16. So we'll give that a bash in a moment. So we'll take you through the last 16 fixtures in a moment as well.
Yeah, there's a great match happening with Northern Ireland and Brazil.
They're dangerous.
In the quarterfinals now. It's 1-1.
Dangerous, aren't they? Northern Ireland. They were last month as well. Right, so we'll come back and catch you in a minute, Simon. But we've got quarterfinal games going on now.
Let's quickly say the quarterfinals, if we can just quickly see them.
In a moment.
Because it's still very early here, so we have time.
Okay, we've got both users online here. I knew M. Hughesy was online at one point. I think he went off and now he's back again. So, and he could make quite a difference for Northern Ireland because we've seen how strong they can be. We know that Bader's doing well with Brazil, so this actually could go either way. I think it's just that front three of Caulfield, Hassett and O'Leonard that they're just such a good front three for Northern Ireland at the moment. That while those three are in their prime, it just makes Northern Ireland such a good team to be. So I think you just got to try and outscore them, haven't you? Try and attack where they're not as strong. So I can't imagine they're as strong elsewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. Ah, you gave a nice tip to Brazil now.
I don't think they need my tips. I think these guys know what they're doing. This is a very even game. Look, 5 shots each, 2 on target each. Great game.
That's great.
Yeah. Very quickly, as you suggested, I'm going to very quickly look at the first round results. So because they are all done. Italy 3, Croatia 2, Hungary 3, Poland 1, Denmark lose 3-2 to the Netherlands. Northern Ireland ousted Argentina 1-0. So well done, Emma Husey. Sorry we missed that one. We didn't realise you were online. Brazil 3, Austria 1. We saw that one. That was a really good game. England 0, United States 2. That is the result of the round for Simon Brennan.
Yeah.
France 2, Uruguay 0. And Portugal 4, Spain 2. And look at that. All the teams that won their groups won, except the master, the tactical mastermind, that is Simon Brennan, if he does say so himself.
So who's playing who? If we can quickly see, if you go back.
Well, if you could announce that, because I want to catch some games. If you don't mind, that would be really good. So I want to catch Roy's quarterfinal here against Steph.
Okay, so the States are playing against France. They're winning 1-0. Netherlands are playing against Hungary.
That's what we're watching.
2-0 to them. And and Northern Ireland they're beating Brazil 2-1.
Okay, wow, we'll definitely go back and see that one in a moment. But this is
and
this
the other
is an
match is what's the other match? It hasn't started yet. They're probably both offline. The other match is Italy and Portugal.
Yeah, so hopefully Italy will go through there if Radox, because Radox is coming back, so that would be really good.
Okay, so
this
looks like the US are here to stay. They beat France, and they're next. They're in the semis.
Job done. Simon Brennan means business, doesn't he? Right, well done. USA semi-final. That's a terrific effort. If he can get them to the final, then that will be that's definitely the furthest. I think someone's taken the US to the quarters before. I don't think anyone's taken them to the semis, so that's a hell of an effort. As Steph said, Roy's done really well to take Hungary to the quarterfinals here, but they do look up against it. The Netherlands are really on form in this one. So let's see. Roy, what have you got for us, Roy? Roy is proper going for it here. It's only the 34th minute. He's already going for it. It's one of those things, though, when you get playing against a team against Holland, as good as the Netherlands, it's so tough to try. If you have to attack them. It's what I found with when I was trying to win games with Paraguay. If you want to go down, it's a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh,
I think you're right, Roy. I think that is exactly it. It's just sometimes when you have to go for it, it just makes it so difficult. We'll take this one to half time, but it does look pretty. It's looking pretty good for Netherlands here. Be interesting to see if Roy tries something different here. Doesn't look like this is working at the moment. He's definitely just tried something different. I just saw his tactics change. Just going to take this one into half time.
Northern Ireland are looking good. It's the 60th minute. They're winning 2-1.
Okay, let's take a look, shall we?
They had a forced substitution because they lost a player, Brazil.
Okay. Right, so we've got M. Husey and we have got Bader. Now, this was Nick's pick for the the World Cup, or I think he hid behind bookie odds, I think. But I'm going to say this is Nick's pick for the World Cup. So let's see if Bader can turn this one round. They've been a bit unlucky, I think. But I think we spotted that last month that Northern Ireland were winning games just because of their cutting edge, weren't they? But you've got to think Brazil have probably got a fair amount themselves. They've got your not player up front, Con?
If Brazil gets knocked out, yeah, it's not mine. If Brazil gets knocked out, then there's only Italy left who's won it before. So we probably are looking for a new country this time.
Wow.
A new title.
Okay. But if Radux comes back online with Italy, then you've got to think he's not. He's got a pretty decent chance.
Yeah.
I think Simon Brennan might be getting a little bit too big for his boots here. Let's, if he goes and wins the World Cup with US, we are not going to hear the end of this, are we? Right. So let's see. Can Bader do something? He's made a couple of changes, but he's got to try and go for this. And Northern Ireland have got so much cutting edge to counter them with. But at the moment, Brazil have edged it on chances. Northern Ireland have got the all-important goals. And Stephen Higgins in goal for Northern Ireland is keeping them at bay at the moment. Let's see, has Bader got something to turn this round?
Well, he hasn't gone defensive. That's the...
Yeah, well, funnily enough, Northern Ireland haven't gone defensive and Brazil haven't gone attacking. So
and I know why. You know why? Because his strength is his attack.
There we go.
If he relies on his defenders, yeah. If he goes defensive, it's like he's saying, okay.
Yeah, taking off his cutting edge, isn't he? Yeah, I sort of see what you mean. Yeah. Bader has gone attacking now with Brazil. He's put 6 of them in attacking positions, really. Let's see if that's going to do the business. They've got a good chance. Let's put it wide. They're going into injury time. He's gone attacking, full attacking this time now. He's gone attacking, he's gone aggressive, he's gambling. Got to gamble at this stage, and he is.
He just needs one good shot.
Just needs that chance. Is this going to be it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the striker's put it wide.
Really?
Is that the last? It is the last chance. No,
okay,
Northern Ireland going through again. M. Hughesy wants to do one better this season than they did last season. He goes marching on. Well played, Bader. Great effort, but we're going to lose you at the quarter-final stages. Better luck next month, mate. Hope you're back again. M. Hughesy, excellent effort, taking full advantage of that Northern Ireland firepower. You're into the semi-final.
Wow, crazy.
Hungary still going on against Netherlands here. So we're going to get a semi-final kicking off fairly shortly, I think. I don't know which one it'll be.
Wait, how come? Oh, it's still going. Yeah, okay.
This game has been chance after chance after chance. I don't blame Roy's tactics here, because he's thinking, I may as well have a chance, you have a chance, me have a chance, you have a chance, and just hope for the best. He's clearly gone a crazy attacking formation, and this is why there's so many chances. But Netherlands haven't actually added to it.
Yeah. So the
Steph's pretty happy
Northern Ireland will play the States. So.
Oh wow! So there's another minnow. I say minnow, but you know what I mean. There's a smaller team going to the World Cup final again. So Steph will be delighted to hear that it's Netherlands-Italy in the other semi-final. I don't think delighted is the correct word for that. I suspect both Netherlands and Italy would rather be in the other half of the draw.
But Italy and Portugal hasn't started yet, so I'm guessing Radox has a chance to make it back in time.
Italy-Portugal, is that the quarterfinal?
Yeah,
still?
yeah. That's
all right.
Quarterfinal.
Okay, so we're going to have one half of the draw that's a little bit ahead of the other one.
Yeah.
By the looks of things.
But at least we'll get to watch all the matches.
That's good. Yeah, that is good. I don't know if Nick can pause the semi-final, or even if he'd want to. Actually, I'm not sure if it's.
I'm guessing this will end now. We'll watch the semi-final, and then Radox will come back.
Yeah, we'll see how the other half of the draw goes. So this is interesting. At least we get to see lots of live games. So all the guys that have got to the quarterfinals, we get some decent bonus points for the old leaderboard table as well. So that's always worth getting as far as you can.
Yeah, there's also that.
Definitely we get some good points there, Roy. So whether you lose 4-0 or 6-0, it really doesn't matter. You may as well have gone for it. So Steph is going to be looking to try and win this and maybe take over top spot at the in the leaderboard here. As we said previously, it's only a bit of fun. We know the quality of the teams are different and people have different teams, so it's all a bit of fun. But it's be interesting to see if Steph takes over at top spot here. Gabriel still did very, very well to get to the knockout stages, so he's going to have decent points for that. But yeah,
what is the referee thinking? It's 5-0. Just blow the whistle.
Yeah, get on with it. You don't need 6 minutes, do you? Ref, seriously. I think
he's
he wants
by
to
the book.
Yeah, he looks like he wants to send someone off as well, doesn't he? Look at him. He's pretty card happy. And right, unlucky Roy. In the end, just going to those 2 goals early on from Humpert and Van Egmond. It's those 2 goals in those first 16 minutes. That's what's done him. Because Roy was forced to attack, and the Netherlands love that. Basically, they can just sit back, hit on the counter-attack.
I've got a great game for you. States versus Northern Ireland. It's the 20th minute, and it's, well, go check it out.
Are we in the World Cup semi-finals, Con?
Yeah.
Oh. Right, let's see this one all the way through then. United States versus Northern Ireland.
Exciting, huh?
This is for a place in the World Cup final. Surely Northern Ireland aren't going to get there twice in a row. Simon Brennan really fancies this. He said he's going to win it, and he's looking pretty good on what he's saying as well. It's a good job I'm not actually a bookie, otherwise I'd have been in all sorts of trouble there, I think.
That's right. Northern Ireland made it to the final last season, so
they did.
It's going to be 2 consecutive times.
The interesting,
if it happens.
Yeah, absolutely. The interesting thing about this one is Simon's moved Northern Ireland out of their comfort zone. They've changed their formation a little bit because they usually put that 1 up front. Now they've got 2 up front because they're chasing the game, which is a correct thing to do, I think. But they're being forced to come out a little bit this time, Northern Ireland. So this is an interesting game.
You know, the stats they're very balanced, by the way.
Yeah, it's been a very even game. But what an opportunity this is for the United States or Northern Ireland to make the World Cup final, though.
Yeah, I don't see this happening again in the distant future.
It's amazing that Northern Ireland have done so well twice in a row. We know they do have 3 incredible attacking players, and that does help. But I think the managers have both set them up really well. So it's M. Husey has set up Northern Ireland. We've seen a little bit of him on this stream, so hopefully he's tuning in as well as playing. But he's going well with them. But he's going to need to somehow turn this one round. Simon Brennan's looking like he's got it under control at the moment. There's not a lot in it. Northern Ireland have had they've probably edged the second half so far, haven't they? To be fair. But you got to think.
That's the first sub for each team. Yeah, I was thinking when they're gonna add some fresh feet in the match.
It was getting to that point in the game. You were thinking, they're both pretty active managers. They've
both changed their striker, which is interesting.
Yes, that is interesting. I think get fresh legs on, try and pressure those tiring
because
centre halves.
they see that there's not a lot of chances being made. I mean, there's only 2 shots for the on target. Okay, 3 now, and 1 shot on target for Northern Ireland. Okay, this is the formation I was expecting Northern Ireland to play. This is what we're used to seeing. So let's see if this will pay off.
There's a chance. He's hit it well. Good stop from the keeper. I'll tell you what I've noticed. This is an extra thing. Barry Pasanti, the United States left back, once again has scored. So I'm wondering if he's actually a star player in there somewhere, because that's the second time I've seen him score. I remember he got injured earlier in the tournament, but Simon kept him on the pitch. So perhaps he's just a really big player.
When the match ends, we'll check him out.
Yeah, we can't leave the match at the moment, can we? Because
who knows? He might even get to the man of the match.
Yeah. So both teams have got 1 player in hand here. Hello, 1-1. They're both holding him back, I think, because of extra time potential here, which is a sensible thing to do. And they may well be done the right thing because it is 3-2. They've both made the
Nick,
third sub now. They want to win this in 90 minutes. This is a great semi-final.
Nick, are you watching this? Yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm just curious if Nick is watching this. It's a great match.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
This is an absolutely even game. 1-1 is a completely fair result at the moment. Be interesting to see whether either. I'm not going to say anything until it goes to full time here, just because I don't want to put the mockers on either of these guys. Right.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, it'd be interesting to see if anyone goes for it in extra time, if anyone plays for penalties, or if anything else happens. This is quite. Oh, let's have a look at Bazza percentage.
Yeah.
He is. He's a beast. Look at him. And finishing 18. No wonder he's scoring goals.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, what a player. I mean, to be fair, he did only get that one goal we're talking about, but we did see it.
He scored a few in the league. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Gabriel's saying he wants to go to sleep now. Right, US have got their noses in front. Let's see if M. Hughesy can get another late equaliser. I don't think this game's over yet. We shall see. It's just a completely even game, this one.
USA.
And Bader's saying it's 1 a.m. where he is, so he wants a bit of a hurry up. Unfortunately, Bader, the other side of the draw is behind as well. So, Simon, I refuse to give you permission to have a heart attack before you've got to the World Cup final. We need you to play that, please. Right. So it's 2-1. It's 2-1 at halfway through extra time. M. Hughesy, what have you got for us? What are you going to do to change this up?
Yeah. I'm guessing he's going to go attacking something. Oh, there we go.
Just as you said that. And unsurprisingly, Simon has got defensive in reaction, or maybe just before that. So, Alexis popped in solo as well. Yeah, we're really getting to the business end now. So it's really good to see two online users taking smaller teams all this way into the tournament. Exactly. I'm loving that. United States in extra. You know what? I think he's got it. Has he got it? He has got it.
Yep.
Simon Brennan has dragged United
crazy.
States into the World Cup final, so he can sit there smugly for quite some time while he waits for the other side of the draw to catch up. Great effort from M. Hughesy. He is out at the semi-final stage. And he's good sport. He's saying good luck with the final. And that was a really good game. I agree with Gabriel. Really tight. There's just nothing in it. And Simon was the man who got the extra goal. So brilliant. Really good semi-final, gents. Thank you for that. United States march into the World Cup final. Well,
who would have thought, huh?
I know. Right.
Well, you saw those beasts in the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, so we're waiting for Italy and Portugal to kick off.
Oh, is it starting? Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. Who do we have? It is Mr. Delta on. Mr. Delta isn't online, but I'm guessing Radox. Yeah, he's just not back. So I think we're just going to have to wait for that one to catch up. So while we're there, so let's have a little. You let me know if it kicks off, and we'll go and join it, Con. But as we know, Radox supports out. Yeah. So again, another opportunity for Simon Brent to grab a cup of tea if he wants while he's waiting. While he's waiting for his opponent in the final. So as you can see, we're just Steph's waiting for his semi-final opponent, and Simon Brennan can wait smugly for his final opponent. Very nice. Netherlands looking very, very strong. So let's summarise what's happened in the knockout stages. We had Portugal beat Spain 4-2. And that was, Portugal been going all right. And we saw Mr. Delta online earlier in the tournament, but he didn't join us for the later stages, and they're still going. So we'll see how they get on. Maybe he'll be back. France beat Uruguay 2-0. Seems straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the start of United States. Start of United States journey there. That may have kicked off now, but we'll join it in a moment once we've caught up. I think that's why that did that. England, United States. That is the start of Simon Brennell's march to the final. He's going to give himself some good leaderboard points from this. Brazil. Bader took Brazil, took out Rodney Farber's Austria side 3-1, who gave a good account of himself. Northern Ireland, they beat Argentina. M. Hughesy beat Argentina 1-0 to take, and they took them all the way into the semi-final. We saw.
We didn't really watch that match to watch it.
No, we missed that one.
Just to see when the goal was scored. It's really fast. Who knows? Maybe it was a dramatic late minute. No, it was in the beginning.
It was an early one.
Had a red card. Okay.
Yeah, but
that would have helped.
But I can see that M. Hughesy was definitely online, but back online at this point because he's made some changes. So that's really good to see. So he earned his way through this through here.
Yeah.
So that's really good to see. Looks like he was aided by a sending off for Argentina. That always helps. We saw Netherlands beat Denmark in a really good game. That was a cracking game between Steph and Kev, which saw Kev go out. We unfortunately didn't catch Roy's Hungary beating Poland, but that's a really good win. Some good points to take Hungary into the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals.
Yep. And finally, Italy beat Croatia. We saw that one. Radox came online just in time for the knockout stages, and earned a 3-2 win over Gabriel's Croatia, which is a terrific effort from him. Unfortunately for him, it just was it's not the draw you'd have wanted. I suppose you've got 50-50 with some of these teams here. You wouldn't really want Brazil. You wouldn't really want Netherlands. You wouldn't really want Italy. He got them. It's one of those things. Great win for Simon Brennan as he continued his march with a 1-0 win over France. We saw Northern Ireland beat Brazil 2-1. That was a really good game as well. That was where Bader bowed out. The scoreline is just irrelevant really on this one, although it's a 5-0. I don't think Roy necessarily deserved the 5-0. He just went for it. Two goals down against Netherlands. You've got to go for it. And so we've got one more quarterfinal being played right at this point, which is Italy versus Portugal, and we've already seen one of the semi-finals. So we are going to go and catch that game, which should be underway now, even if the users aren't there, I think.
Yeah, it started 0-0.
Hopefully Radox will get in before the end of this. If not, hopefully he'll get in before the semi-final against Steph, if indeed Italy make it. So we'll just take a look at this game and see how it's going. It certainly looks like Italy are on top, but they're not. They haven't taken their chances.
Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to read the formations. Doesn't look very attacking for either of them. But I think Italy might, you'd expect them, they might edge this one. I mean, looking at the stats, I'm just looking at the stats, looking at the stats.
Yeah. Simon Brennan is going to pop up everywhere just to celebrate his efforts so far.
Ooh.
Right, this is a bit of a turn-up because Portugal do not deserve to be in front here, it doesn't look. Will Radox turn up in time to turn this one round is the question. It's certainly been a good 15 minutes. So I think Bader is now a USA supporter. So it's good to see. So Simon, you're getting a fan base now. I think we're in the fan base as well. But you're gonna have a hard time against Steph's Netherlands side if you come up against them in the final. It's going to either be them or it's going to be one of these two.
So I'm guessing in the final, we're going to hear a lot of chants saying defense. Defense, isn't that what they say in the States?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's group solidarity between Bader and Simon Brennan. Because they were in the same group. They both came through.
I see. Yeah.
See, this is unfortunate for Radox, because if he was here, he could definitely start pushing Italy forward and really going at them. So Slack turns popped in as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, why isn't anybody making any subs? Of course, obviously, it's offline.
But we've got to have this game before we can get to that semi-final. So what can you do? Right. So the Illy Keeper's taking a knock as well. That is generally never good news as well, because it doesn't help.
Although it's not so bad. I mean, it went down to 85, so maybe he can.
Yeah, it's not in the 70s or anything like that, is it? So yeah, maybe it's not the worst injury ever by the look of things.
I don't know if this formation worked for Italy in this match, because not very attacking. They only have one striker or one attacking midfielder. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? When you're not aligned to make a change, it just makes it more
On the other
difficult.
side, there is a balanced formation. It's not entirely defensive. It's not entirely attacking. So I guess, yeah. Ooh, they had the header.
Yeah, it doesn't look like.
I mean, they've had their shots. So I mean,
Yeah, it looks like it might be too late for Radox to turn this one round, which is a real shame for him, because.
Who's Portugal? Let me see. Who was Portugal?
That was Mr. Delta. But unfortunately, he was online earlier, which so it's a real shame that he. But obviously people have things to do. So.
Yeah, and it's midnight at I think he's playing from Croatia.
Yeah, sure. Sure. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So. Look, the only reason I'm supporting Italy now is because I know that Radox might come back. So he is the online user here. Let's see.
Yeah, because if Radox did make it through, it'd be the first time. Well, I don't think it's the first time, but definitely we'd actually have 4 semi-finalists all online, which is really good.
Yeah.
And it just shows how important it is to be online, because a couple of these teams are just not teams you'd expect to be in the semi-finals. So I think it's
especially now with his second injury, he'd definitely change these things around. Yeah,
absolutely.
Come on, it's not over. It's 10 more minutes. He can score. You never know. If he scores 1 goal, anything can happen. I mean, the stats are saying that he's,
they've been the better team, haven't they?
Good. Yeah,
they've been the better team, but it just feels like if he was there and could attack, it just feels so much more likely that they'd have won this game. I think it's such a shame, but what can you do? It's looking very much, unless Italy can get something in the last few seconds here. Oh, hit the post.
Ooh, last one. Last chance.
It's out there, right? Well, it's Portugal that go through. Now, one person who might be okay with this, I would suspect, is Steph, because he's probably going to be taking on a offline user in the semi-final here. So he's, he's got to think. The chances are Radox will probably be back soon, and it's a real shame for him that he's going to be back and find the team out. But for Steph, he might well get to play a offline Darko here in the semi-final. So it's not kicked off yet. So hopefully Steph is ready. And
having said that, with Italy out of the way, it's guaranteed we're going to have a new winner this time.
Yes, very true.
Either Netherlands or Portugal or the US, whoever wins it, it's going to be for the first time.
Yeah, that's good. That's good news.
I like that we have new guys every time. Yeah. New nations.
But we might have a repeat winner.
Exactly.
Depends. Yeah. I'm sure Simon will definitely have something to say about that. Because he's definitely he's enjoying upsetting the odds in this one. I'll wait to see if that game's kicking off yet. Steph, it's ready to go, mate. Kick it off.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we're at the mercy of Steph kicking this one off. I think.
Let me send him a message in the game. Let's see, where is he? Is he there? Steph.
Oh no, it's gone. It's gone. Here we go.
Screen, so
we are in business.
Started? Okay, all right.
Just had to wait until that one through. So let's see what Steph has got for us here. So this is for a place in the World Cup final, Netherlands versus Portugal. Feels like that was a big game at some point. As in, has that been a European Championships final or something like that? Don't know. I don't think it hasn't been a World Cup final because Portugal have never made the World Cup final. I don't think, but
I think Nick is the mastermind in remembering dates, and
they played each other in a semi-final and something that was like ridiculous. Like the Netherlands had was it Germany in the World Cup? They played each other in the semi-final, and the Netherlands had 1,000 shots or something. Like Dennis Story had 10 great chances or something, and Portugal's had 1 shot or something the whole game and won from memory. I don't know. I'll Google it now. Maybe I'm making stuff up. But I'm pretty sure something like that might have happened. I'm exaggerating the numbers, of course, but I just remember them dominating. All right, I'm on Google. I'm doing it.
I seem to remember. Also, was it Netherlands-Portugal where there was just a complete battle and they were just booking? There must have been 15 bookings or something ridiculous. I know Netherlands were involved in whatever that game was.
It was the same match. Yeah, it was a ridiculous amount of bookings as well. It was all the same match that I'm describing.
And, right, okay. Yeah,
Netherlands was so unlucky. I'm just checking that it was that tournament. It was the cool round of 16 match in Germany.
Right.
So not exactly the World Cup final. Close, but
I knew it wasn't the final, but yeah, I think you thought it might be the semi-final, but yeah, it's definitely. I definitely remember a game between these two, and that's obviously why.
That was when because you would remember that because you're English, so all the English people were watching that, hoping that Portugal would win because the Netherlands was so much better. Because
okay.
Because they beat Ecuador, England playing the winners, and then of course they're all like, "Yes, we got Portugal."
Yeah, we lost anyway. Yeah,
and then they lose to Portugal, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
In a penalty shootout, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Let me interrupt you guys.
Managed to somehow score 1 penalty in the penalty shootout. Looking at how does that even? Who even does that? Who actually only scores 1 penalty in penalty shootout? I guess England.
We do. Right.
Let me interrupt you guys because the score is 1-1 and it's one goal after the other. And it's a penalty right now.
So, yeah, sorry, Con. We got a bit carried away there. Let's actually watch this game, shall we?
It's 2-1 for Netherlands.
Right. Okay. This is actually a cracking start to the game. There's chances for both sides. Netherlands slightly on top, but not by much. It's a really close game. Both teams attacking. That injury to the Portuguese centre-half with the user not online to change it, that could be vital if you consider some of the power that the Netherlands have got. I don't know what Hoekman's... I'm going to have a little look. I know what we know that Max Makar is an absolute beast, but I haven't checked this guy out. I bet he's pretty handy as well. Yeah. So there's just so much. Oh my goodness! Yes, so they've got crazy, some firepower, some crazy firepower.
Amazing.
I reckon Simon is shaking in the background there, looking at those players. Surely, I doubt it. Simon thinks he's winning this. Okay, so Netherlands they got that penalty to go 2-1 up. So, but there's not actually a lot in this game. Portugal started the game really well. I got a feeling Steph might have made a couple of tactical tweaks to the Netherlands' tactics because as as the game settled, Netherlands have got on top, and they're definitely worth their 2-1 lead now. Three-one, beautiful.
Yeah, I mean that's what I like to see. I mean because it would be nice to see 2 online users in the final, right? So.
Yeah, I think so. It makes it much more fun if you got 2 guys going at it.
Raydox just came back now. You missed it. Just for a little bit.
And Raydox. Yeah, you would have had a really good chance there. I think Holland have got this They're dealing with this. Steph has got his tactics right. What are you thinking about this, Simon? What are your thoughts? he's saying they can get all their goals out of the way now, which is understandable. I think I use that sometimes when I think I'm going to get a thrashing. Yeah, get them out of the way. So, I mean, Portugal has still got some firepower, so it's not completely over, but I cannot imagine the Netherlands losing it from here. It'd need to be a sending off or something like that, surely. But as Slackturn said, Hoekman is an absolute beast. Hoekman, Makar. I'm guessing. Let's have a look at the other one of the three. Rick Asinga, and he's got a fair few 20s in there. He's not quite in the league of the other two, but he's pretty damn good, isn't he? Yeah.
Let's see.
Yep. Steph has definitely got the Netherlands firing. A lot of firepower there. So I'm going to be really interested to see if what Simon's got up his sleeve to try and counter what the Netherlands are doing here. Because it's going to be tough. He's very much the underdog against these guys, I think. Vader's asking if Simon's nervous now as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Hoekman and Makar, and well, just to be fair, Singer as well. They're all picking on that centre half who's injured. The other centre half's got a booking, so he's going to be a little bit nervous in the tackle. So it's basically all looking.
Definitely.
It's all
definitely not looking good for Portugal. Yeah.
But if they can get one back now, maybe they'll. Taking around a keeper, but he's driven himself too wide.
Yeah, so everything is going according to plan for Steph.
Yeah, and Steph's just making sure he doesn't get a sending off. He's taken off a couple of booked players. That seems pretty sensible to me. Portugal have got one back. So maybe it is not over yet. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it easy. Let's see if they get another one back now. Ooh, they're attacking.
They're still attacking.
Yeah. It's definitely not done. I thought the Netherlands had it done and dusted, but the last 5-10 minutes, Portugal have actually come back into the game.
Mac are going for the hat trick. No, not this time.
So,
yeah, I mean Netherlands. Wow, very good players. Crazy lineup.
Yeah. And Steph bidding for his second title. Yeah, I predicted them. I thought because Steph has been all the way before with one of the team. I can't remember, he won it with Germany, so he knows how to manage the big teams. So if he can take it with Netherlands as well, that'll be 2 titles each for him and Gabriel. So that'd be a little inter battle between those two. To see who can get to the 3rd title first, but I think there's quite a lot of other users who will quite fancy getting there first before they can sneak their 3rd one. Simon Brennan being one of them, I should suspect. So he's going to try and stop Steph getting to the 2nd title in the first place.
Now I think right about now it's going to start showing that injury for Portugal, and it's starting to drop really fast. It's 76, the condition. It's going to go.
Yeah.
Probably going to go below 70.
Yeah.
The rest are fine, though. The rest are fine, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's probably finished them off, I think.
Okay.
5-2. I think that's job done. I think it was probably
done
before, but...
Actually, I think they're playing the most attractive football in this World Cup, Netherlands.
Certainly banging in
scored
some
5
goals,
against Roy.
Mm-hmm.
They've got another 5 now against Portugal.
Yeah,
very attacking.
I'm looking forward to this final. See what the USK can do here. It's going to be tough against Netherlands if they're on this kind of form.
I usually go with the underdog. I like the underdogs, given that Greece is always an underdog. But Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if the US can do something.
I think Peter Garrett's joined us now. He was one of the stars of one of the previous Twitch streams. He was, I think he went well with. Was it with England, Peter? I seem to remember he had a good run with. Oh, was it Peter? Was the the injury time goal specialist?
Yeah, he was
the
one.
Wasn't he?
Yeah,
that's
he was
right.
the one.
So yeah, get back involved, Peter. Where were you this month? Right. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's gone from bad to worse for Portugal. Netherlands could help themselves to a couple more late on here. Oh, that was that centre half. I think that was it. One injury to one centre half, booking for the other one.
See, this is why we sub them off when they have a yellow.
Yeah. And he's going to be under a hell of a lot of pressure with the likes of Macart and Hoekman running at him. So
the question is, Steve, if England is finally going to make it to the finals next season?
Well, who knows? Who knows? We had Johnny Brayson on earlier, who I know has picked England next season. So be interesting to see how well he does with them. They've certainly got some good players, but they didn't. Fido wasn't online for the finals. He did well in qualifying, but he didn't get online for the finals. So unfortunately, they've underachieved a little bit. But Simon took full advantage of that and knocked him out. Right, well played, Steph. 5-2. This game was done just around the 60th minute. That was confirmed. 66th minute when Asinga got that 5th goal. That was definitely all over. Probably all over it before half time, if we're fair, if we're honest. So we've just got the World Cup finals to go, ladies and gentlemen. Should just mention loads of teams still available. Still early on in the month for the national team jobs. It's only really the big ones that go for the big money at this point. So we've got plenty of teams left, plenty of good teams left as well. So if you want to get involved next month, so keep an eye on the price of these over the next few days. They'll go down really quite nicely over the next few days, and pick up a good team and get involved in the World Cup next month. If you're not in there already, so we know Johnny Brayson's picked up England. I know a few of the other guys will.
I see somebody
as well.
Somebody picked Greece as a seed A.
Yeah,
nice.
And so the advantage from being seed A is
it's
actually
important. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God, sorry guys, we were.
You were going to say
they're already on there. They're already in there. My goodness, that's a quick start.
Let's start.
Lads, that's a super quick turnaround. Right, Simon Brennan, you're going to have to earn your money here. Because if you're 1-0 down to Holland, it's a long way back. First shot as well. There's that left back Pasanti trying to set something up. So let's see. Netherlands early goal from the centre half. So what's Simon going to do here? Simon's taking the Paraguay approach, which is try and stay in the game as long as possible, and see how you get along. That is what I'm going to describe that as, because that's all I was doing with Paraguay this month. Just try and keep in the game against good sides, and then try and do something later in the game.
But as you said, that's a nice tactic when you're 0-0 or you're 1-up. Now, unfortunately, the match has started 1-0 down for the US.
Yeah.
So the only way to get back in the match is to go attacking. So,
but the thing is, you don't want the game to be over too quickly. If you overcommit, I mean, Roy went one way, didn't he? And he obviously went 5-0. Maybe that could have gone a different way. But sometimes it's better to stay in the game and keep it 1-0 and then just hit them.
Because you never know
something
what
in
happens.
the last 25 minutes, if you know what I mean. That's sort of one way of doing it. It's sort of the way I was trying to do the things with Paraguay when I did go a goal down. But so I think even in that one of the games I was there was 2-1 down. I didn't really want to push it too early, because whenever I go attacking with my team, they just struggle at the back. So it's it's a real dilemma.
Let's invite Nick to this. It's the grand final. Nick, watching.
Yeah, I think.
Maybe he's.
I think I just heard him step out away from his desk for a second there. So he's. So I think I think we'll just keep an eye on what's going on here. You know what? This is actually a pretty even game. I don't think Simon can definitely say he's unlucky to be a goal down here, so I don't think he's going to change too much too quickly. Steph will probably not be sitting particularly comfortable here.
Yeah. It's interesting they have the same exact formation, huh? Exactly the same on the pitch. Yeah.
I mean, Simon has clearly, I agree. Simon has clearly got them set up really nicely. You're not going to get them to the World Cup final. They've beaten England, France, probably other teams in this. So he's clearly got them set up really well. It's just so tough when you come up against a good team managed by someone online who knows what they're doing, and that is what he's come up against here. So Steph is looking very, very good to take the World Cup here, I think, because it's going to force.
By making it the same formation as Netherlands, he's basically saying that it's not who's got the better formation, because we both have the same formation. It's about who's got the best players, and I think that might have been a problem because Netherlands has beasts. So maybe you need to change your formation.
And he has already done that. When you're 2-0 down, you've got no choice. You do have to start opening up. I just think they've been a little bit unlucky because they're actually well in this game. It's just that Netherlands got so much firepower. You've got so many players who can hurt you when they do get a chance. That's why they've just taken their chances. The United States are blessed with the same quality. But let's see if Simon can get something. It doesn't deserve to be 2 down here. Netherlands is definitely edging the game, but it definitely doesn't deserve to be 2 down.
He still has 2 subs.
Hello, right. Now we've got a game.
Oh, okay.
Now we've got a game.
There you go.
Dorsey has pulled a goal back. Right, let's see. So what's going to happen now? So I think is there some tactics going on? I think no. Okay, right, they're still going. This is a good World Cup final. United States are giving everything here, and there really isn't that much in it. So Steph has actually got to think about it. He's definitely been made to think here. And he has got the goal, and surely that is going to win the World Cup final for the Netherlands. And it's the beast that looks like Hoekman. Yeah, an absolute beast who is going to wrap it up for them, I think. I like the way Simon, he hasn't given up. He's definitely made some changes there. He's trying to do something.
Well, there is.
I like the fact he's not giving up here.
There's definitely enough.
There's still
time.
10 minutes, but Steph's not having that. He's going, no, you're not getting back into this. 5 at the back. Even with Netherlands, he's not taking the risk. I think this is probably sensible play on his part. And Simon's going, right, 5 at the back. Hey, we'll see what we can do about that. So he's going to make some more changes, I think. Okay, he's brought Spacey on left midfield.
Well, yeah, you have to. You have nothing to lose now. It's the last 10 minutes of the grand final.
Yeah, have a go. 2 right. They've given a really, really good showing.
And I'd say make your 3rd sub as well. He should make also his 3rd sub. I mean, there's nothing to add anything you have.
Yeah.
Add all the attackers you have.
Yeah, both held one back, but it looks like Netherlands got enough because when you play 5 at the back, you just do tend to. You shut down chances. I think you see people make tackles all the time, don't you? That kind of thing is what in my experience.
Yeah.
Game over. Well done, Steph. The favourite in the final has come out on top. I think a terrific effort from Simon Brennan to get into the final. Definitely overachiever of the day. So very well done to him. That's a brilliant effort, I think. And. Yeah,
and we've got a nice little match going on between Gabriel and Steph now because they've both won it twice, and I'm guessing they're gonna be very close in the points in the national team leaderboard. Maybe Steph has surpassed Gabriel.
I think maybe he's got his nose in front. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, right, well done.
Well done, well done.
Unfortunately, we had to wait for a few matches to catch up a couple of times there, so we've obviously run on a little bit longer than we'd like. Thank you, everyone, for taking part. Really good to see the online users really going a long way into this the tournament as well, so it made it really entertaining as we went on. So, congratulations, Steph, deserved winner, fantastic. Unlucky Simon, brilliant effort. We're going to wrap it up now. Unless Nick, have you got anything you wanted to say before we go?
Maybe. I don't know. It feels a bit risky to say this, but I think hopefully we'll get the podcast done tomorrow. We're planning to, so we'll see how Steve and I go. And this is for the new Youth Academies feature that's coming out early next month. So hopefully that we'll get to do that tomorrow, and maybe release it tomorrow as well, or
release the podcast. Day.
Yeah, we'll see. We've already had to had setbacks before because of construction workers. So we'll see how we go, but that's the plan. So yeah,
cool. Twitch exclusive.
The podcast release in the next couple of days that will explain the new Youth Academies feature that will be coming in the first week of December. So
fantastic. All right, brilliant.
It, really.
Hopefully,
nothing else big to announce at this point.
Brilliant. Right. Thanks ever so much for joining us. Little tidbit there for anyone who's braved it and managed to stay up this late. So thanks to everyone who managed to stay up and get involved, especially the guys who stuck around for the final to support the guys in it. Congratulations again, Steph. Good effort again, Simon. Great effort, in fact, I think it's fair to say. Thanks ever so much, Nick, for supporting the background, and thank you, Con. Hope you enjoyed tonight as usual.
Yeah. Yep.
Brilliant.
Nice night, and
and I think
see you guys next month.
Absolutely. Right. See you.
Who knows?
Guys.
Maybe it's gonna be England, your country next time.
You never know. Maybe it's Greece. Come. Let's see.
Oh, yep.
Right. Okay, guys. Right. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.